Kids and your Minecrafts and your Fortnites. Anyway, let's see. So, let's see. Do I have any announcements? There's a new.
It's like 10 years old now. What are you talking about?
And I was born with a 60-year-old man's heart. Anyway, so
why is there a copy of the game?
I created a copy because I was editing stuff that could possibly irreparably change things, and I didn't want to.
Yeah, when you work with like the API scripts, they suggest that you make a copy.
So we're still playing the original
game.
Yes, we are still playing the original. Okay, all you have to do, Charlie, is not click on the copy. That's all you have to do.
Click it.
Okay.
I mean, if you click on the copy, we lose everything. So just don't click on it. It'll be fine.
I have bad news.
Fuck.
It's all over, guys.
I'm making a new character.
There is a new handout. I'll go ahead and show everybody again. Just detailing stuff about how nobility works. Obviously, you don't need to memorize any of this. It's just mostly for your reference. The big thing is the guide to noble houses, so you can sort of keep track of who's who and where and all that stuff. So there's that. Do I have any other announcements? Oh, yes. I would like all of you to roll me a d20, please.
I'm not even in the game yet.
Okay.
I'm getting food.
Okay.
Sorry.
17 for Susan. 10
Susan,
for Kyle.
You can roll for me.
You got 13.
13 for Ryan.
20.
Okay. 16 for Charlie and 1 for Eric. Okay.
Ooh, yikes.
Ooh, it's gotta mean something.
Yep. Yep, those will be relevant someday. I'm making a note of these.
You're dead.
Someday in the next 2 hours.
It's your penis size.
I have the biggest dick. I knew it.
Well, that might be true.
Not a shocker. So, okay, that wraps it up. That wraps it up for announcements. So let's see. Fuck the recap. King.
Yes.
Okay, so King. We're gonna jump right into you.
Ooh, that sounds hot.
Gross.
Continue.
Okay.
Open up.
You guys. Okay. Anyway. So after leaving the Yawning Portal Inn, I'm assuming King went with the rest of the party towards Rednecks' place in Southern Ward. Here's and what I'm going to assume here is, as you guys got to, let's see, what is it called? Kolya Towers. Oh, you guys are already there. Kolya Towers Hotel. King sort of gets it, like realizes, but he kind of smells pretty funky from the trip in the sewer. Not really wanting to meet with Rednecks. Want to obviously negotiate from a position of strength. Besides, maybe I should go shower first. So we're gonna separate. So we're gonna have King separate from the party at that point. Everybody else heads down to Rednecks, and all of you know what. We'll cover what happens with all of you. But so King, yeah, you're outside Kolya Towers Hotel. Did you want to try and wash up here? You heard people were talking about staying here for the evening, or do you want to just head back to your place?
I'm gonna go ahead and head back to my place.
Okay. So as you're making your way back, D will let's see. I guess you'd get right about here. I'll move you here. Let's put you right about here on your way back to your abode. When D perks up and just sort of starts looking around, almost like a startled dog.
Oh, what's the matter? Did you smell something?
He looks around and then looks to his left and points down one of the nearby streets. Let's see, it's not Street of Curtains. It's looks like Candle Lane. He points down to Candle Lane, where, true to its name, you can actually see candlelight down there, or a moving lantern of some kind.
Do you see something down there? I think I know what this is. wait a moment, I'll be right back. And I go ahead and head down that.
Okay, Zomba and Shinza are just like, should we come, boss?
No, just stay at the entrance to this little alleyway. I'll be back in just a moment.
Yes, sir, Majesty, King, sir. They salute.
Good.
Okay, so you head down there. Do you want to approach quietly or just sort of just nonchalantly head on down there?
Nonchalantly, because I have a feeling that any attempts to be sneaky are going to be futile. So
Okay.
I go ahead and just walk in nice and calm.
Okay. You head down to Candle Lane, and you see a desolate street. Nobody appears to be out and about today, or tonight, I should say. There's a little bit of mist on the ground. Although you've noticed that Waterdeep autumns are typically rather misty. And you can see the bobbing light of a lantern making its way closer towards you. And eventually a silhouette of a man sort of breaks through the mist, still carrying this lantern. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Okey-dokey.
Okay. You get a very good look at this guy as he's approaching. Tall, wearing a heavy jacket. You can tell that it's made of some sort of waterproof material, very much like a waterman's jacket. Carrying a simple lantern with a glass case. You can also tell that he has a cataract over one eye.
Okay.
And he's also you would be able to tell with a 19. He's missing like the tips of some of his fingers.
Okay. Oh, hello. You're not quite who I was expecting, but how do you do this evening?
He stops and he looks you up and down. Evening.
Well, carry on then. I wouldn't expect Dee to make note of this little guy, but...
Evening, sir. And he keeps walking. As you watch him sort of like disappear into the mist, you hear somebody back down the street where he came from. Just go, psst, psst. Hey.
There we are. I had a feeling you were here. And I head in the direction of the wisp of the...
As you head down that street, you hear more whispering or like somebody getting your attention from a even narrower side alley. Tabaxi have dark vision, so you can ascertain as you're heading down there that it is not in fact Nyx. It's a young woman. She's like hiding behind a couple of crates, and she just sort of peeks her head out from behind them. Is he gone?
Who the hell are you? You're not who I was expecting.
Sorry, who were you expecting?
Oh, never mind. I'm used to these little... I'm used to getting my attention in these little coy ways. Expecting... What's your problem? Who was that?
I don't know. He's just following me for the longest time. He's kind of creepy.
Well,
Is he gone?
imagine so. I went down the street. I mean, I figure there's a lot of streets. He's probably still down there somewhere.
Okay. Well, thanks, mister, for letting me know. What's your name, by the way?
You can refer to me as King.
Oh, okay. And King, as you're sort of looking at this girl, there's something like vaguely familiar about her. Now that you're getting a look at her, in fact, with a little bit of more focus and time, you start to realize, oh, she actually looks a lot like. Okay, so who wants to do the recap for last session?
Do you want to do it, Susan? I could do it.
You didn't.
Okay. Yeah, let me flip my page of notes here. Okay. So last session, we began in the dungeon that we were continued through, where we found like all weird bodies piled up and dismembered in strange ways, bloody handprints on the ceilings. We followed Heathcliff, we had Heathcliff kind of lead us to where Benny was. And Heathcliff gave us a note from a woman named Istrid Horn to Benny about having to do business. When we found out Benny had Floon there and was torturing him, thinking that Floon was that other guy, Rainier, Neverember. And that they had the two confused, or that Benny was actually like purposely had switched them in some way. And as this was happening, these were all so they're all Zentarum, if I remember correctly. And then
That's correct.
And then Noska Urgray, the Xanathar Guild
Yes.
dude, busted in, and Xanathar Guild just started killing everyone. We got all of our people out of there. We got who did we get? We got Floon. We got what's his butt?
No.
Oz's friend.
Yeah.
Tucker.
Oz's
Took.
cousin.
Oz's cousin took.
And Benny as well. We return back to Volo, and Volo gives us a letter of credit to buy a piece of property. And this is where King split off as he saw his Knoll friends causing mischief and celebrating this child who had his birthday. But the rest of us went down to Lear Rednecks to deliver Benny. At this point, Verity split off because she revealed to us that she had some history with Lear Redknuckle and said he was somewhat of a father figure to her. And that she owes him a shit ton of gold. And when we went there, Lear was happy to receive Benny. He gave me and Oz some money. Izo arranged to set up a fight in the pits. And Gemheim mentioned that Verity was part of the group helping. And Lear was very eager to meet with her and tried to kind of get it out of us where she was, and made a very firm request that she come and speak with him. Meanwhile, Verity, while she was waiting outside, came upon a stabbing victim. Actually, no, a stabbing in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you shot the assailant in the shoulder, but I think they escaped. And then guards and Detective Victor St. Domain showed up and questioned you, also asking you about another person named Namera Stargrave that had been killed by a ballistic that looked very similar to one of your bullets. And then we went to and then we all met back at the end of the day at the Kolya Towers.
Mm-hmm.
Which, just to remind everyone, they do serve continental breakfast, so that's in my
Yes.
notes. I made sure to be.
Very good. Very good.
Do they also serve mimosas?
Better.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
You more than earned your inspiration. Very good. And we open up with you guys. So each of you got a room. Well, I should say Vivi, Oz, and Jimheim got rooms at Kolya Towers. Each room in Kolya Towers is basically like a mini suite. You have a nice sort of common area, complimentary fruit tray, bath, full service sort of wet bar, and sort of a like a side bedroom or like a bedroom that's a separate room from the rest of the suite, and a balcony overlooking the titular Kolya Towers, which again are a pair of stone wizard towers, apparently, that are set up sort of like across the plaza. They are like there are no buildings within 1,000 feet of them for whatever reason. They're sort of a tourist attraction. And because all three of you are locals, you probably heard stories that apparently nobody knows what's in Kolya Towers because there's a magical barrier that surrounds them. They've been there for centuries. Lord only knows how it got like that, but nobody's ever been able to get in there. Occasionally, birds fly into the barrier, and it becomes a problem. But we open with Oz, actually. So, Oz, what's your sort of evening routine?
Making drugs.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Since you're all taking long rests, if you guys would like, we can try some of those new crafting rules.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the new?
So
In the
the
resting
way crafting works is when you want to craft, you're going to need a long rest, which you're taking now, and you choose now whether you want to create something from a recipe you know, or if you want to experiment. If you experiment, you have you'll create something at random and have the possibility of learning a new recipe.
Sure, I'm gonna
Okay.
do that.
Okay. So all you have to do is roll a d20 and add your proficiency bonus.
D20 and what?
D20 plus your proficiency bonus.
It's okay. Even though it says int, it's a 0. Okay.
So 17. More than enough. Okay. And you were experimenting. So now go ahead and roll me percentiles, please.
Man.
How do I do that again?
D100.
D100.
That's some
Ooh.
98% grade A shit right there, dude.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
see
goodness.
here. What's a 98 get you? Let's see. This is let's see. It's under herbalism. 98 is okay. Okay, so that is.
I'm making math, dude.
It's actually called
Math.
Thick Cap. I'll go ahead and add it to the sheet here. But what it does is it has a duration of 10 minutes. Your muscles feel tight and powerful after eating this mushroom. Standing up from prone only requires 5 feet of movement. Climbing doesn't have your speed, and you can make a high or long jump with a running start of only 5 feet. I'll add this to your sheet.
Does it give you a boner?
If you wanted to. Remember, these are all drugs, and you get to come up with the side effects.
I'm lagging. My internet's not good right now. So I know you started with me, but maybe you want to start with somebody else.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'll jump to somebody else.
Yeah, I'll do some experimenting with my calligraphy.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm D20 plus my proficiency. Which is two. Oh yeah.
Okay. So what? Okay, yeah. So
Roll
go ahead and roll
20.
D100 for me.
78.
70 under calligraphy. Let's see. 78. Okay. Let's see. That gets you. Here we go. The trap detection scroll. Let's see. Casting time is 1 action. Duration's 1 minute. After reading these words, the world appears dim. You can cast the Find Trap spell. Any traps appear as brilliant light for the duration of the spell. I may have to modify that because I just realized Find Traps is a shit spell. But it basically gives you the ability to detect. I'll probably end up rewording this
Find
a little
Traps
bit,
a shit
but
spell?
Mhm.
That's a shit spell? I didn't know that.
Find traps is actually a shit spell. Because the way it's worded, it can't actually reveal traps that are physically hidden from your vision. It also doesn't reveal it only reveals actual literal traps, not hazards. Only traps.
Okay.
It's super specific, has a super short range. I just watched a video on how shit that spell is. But for the right now, this is what you got.
Okay. Well, thank you. That sounds cool.
Yes.
No more traps.
Okay. And make sure because you guys experimented, there's a cost associated with that. Under it should be on each sheet.
Are these novice spells?
Yeah,
Or
all
are
of
these
this would be novice because that's the only thing you guys can make.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
And so
So that's 10 gold pieces, Ryan, that you spent.
well, no, it's different for Ryan. Each one of these has a different component cost.
Cool.
So for you, it's 10. Ryan, it's 25.
Oh, got it.
What if I was using the dried herbs that I got from?
You can
thing.
deduct it from that. So you had 100. I think you had 100 gold pieces worth of dried herbs. So you can
The
just
gold worth?
subtract.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Actually, while we're doing this, how about does anybody else want to try crafting tonight?
I don't
Sure.
know.
I was
just all out of it.
I was just gonna make something I already know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's just go ahead and we'll do you, Charlie, real quick.
All right, I was just gonna make my black diffidence.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah, it's a D20 and plus your proficiency bonus.
Got it. I guess I don't add any attributes, so let me.
Nope.
Alright.
So you can just roll a D20 and add.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Critical.
Okay. So you make black diffidence, and remember with brewing, when you make brewing stuff, you actually get it's not just one item; it's whatever the yield is.
Yeah, doses.
Yeah, doses. There we go.
And I like the experiment as well tonight.
Okay, go for it. And your alchemist.
Right, 15.
15, that's enough. And go ahead and roll percentile for me.
$49.
49. Oh, cool. Okay, so it's called Gusting Charm. The minor version of it allows you to use the Gust cantrip. The major version of it is a Gust of Wind spell.
Ooh, that sounds situationally useful, which is perfect for this. Alrighty.
So I'll go ahead and add that to your sheet. Okay. Yeah, and Verity, I don't know if you really have time tonight because of what else. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
That's what I was thinking.
Good point. Okay, so guessing. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, so everybody's done with crafting. So back to my flow chart here. Okay, so let's see. Since Ryan's doing that, you know what? Let's just do Vivi right now. So Vivi, you're in your room. You have various components, I assume, scattered about.
I get,
do you have a description of?
Yeah, it's one of my leather bags that I keep. I have huge leather bags that I keep on my belt. The other one is really just my arcane pouch for my arcane magazine for my gun. The other one I've been trying to put some embroidery and runes on it to make it into a bag of holding, and I'm just finally perfecting it tonight. And I will also be working on it while I am in the tub with my big old, basically their headphones on and my V-Pod, which is an iPod, and jabbing out to music and working on it.
Okay. And as you're doing all that, you have a the process of doing it, you're basing it off of both your combination of crafting, and you have a fistful of research notes from Vivian, some of her research she was doing right before she disappeared. Well, maybe the year before she disappeared had a lot to do with like conjuration magic and conjuration matrices and spatial distortions and planar warping, and it's all very typical. But if you just apply enough power, you're pretty sure you can fit more space in this bag.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start to overload it, why don't you just give me an Arcana check real quick? Okay. Yeah, so you manage to just sort of like start containing and warping. You watch as space actually starts to warp air, ripples. Your bag starts to glow, and you manage to like contain it without like getting flung across the room or shocking yourself in the bathtub. Probably not the safest thing to be doing in the tub, but whatever.
It feels good. I kind of like it.
Yep. As you put the finishing touches on the bag of holding, you're just like, okay, there you go. Anything else you wanted to do tonight?
No.
Okay.
At this point, you get a knock on your door,
Oh,
Gemheim.
Me?
Birdie,
Yeah.
Birdie, are you there?
I have my headphones on. I can't. I think I hear something. I was like, I don't know who Birdie is.
All right, Vivi then, I suppose.
Yeah. I think I'm probably still in the tub.
You're in the tub with your headphones on.
Yeah. I don't know if the door is open. Let's just say it's open. I don't give a shit. You come in.
I open the door and come in. Oh, well, hello.
What's up?
Looking good. Well, I just wanted to speak with you for a moment.
Yeah, what's up,
I'm
Jim?
just wondering, do we really want to be associating with these lowlifes? I mean, I'm just curious. I know that you have had much more experience in these circles of late, it seems.
Oh yeah, it sounds. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just curious how you do.
How I
I'm
do?
just nervous. Yeah, I'm just a little.
Well, what's there to be nervous about? They're regular people, Jepheim.
Well, yes, but I mean, I don't know. It seems like someone. I don't want to. Usually when I do something like this, in the seedier places, I like to keep a low profile. I think if we're going and making a name for ourselves, I was just wondering where you're standing on all of it. What's your?
I mean, if you're thinking that it's gonna be hurting your reputation and you're worried about it, then well, just change your name. That's what I did.
Oh, so that's what this whole Vivi thing is about.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't talk to my parents anymore. I haven't talked to them for fuck, how long has it been? A year? Yeah, no, I'm not talking to them. I don't know who they are. Vivi doesn't know these people.
Well, okay, well, to be honest, this is not what I came to talk to you about. This is what I'm really curious about is, I think I kind of getting close. I don't think I want to go home. I want to live like you, Vivi.
Exactly how you feel, Jim.
I know, you've been living it. I want to join you in your quest of freedom from that oppressive,
well, First of all, you're definitely gonna have to not dress how you usually do. That's
well, that
one.
is out of question. I mean, what do you talk? I hope that was a joke, because that's not going to happen. I mean, look at me. Do you think I can just afford to lose these frills? I mean, it's all in the frills, woman.
I mean, sure, you look pretty hot, but like, fuck, you gotta change your hair at least. Like, come on.
Well, I don't wear the wig
You gotta
anymore.
be a little. That's true. Yeah, you don't wear the wig anymore. But yeah, you gotta look a little different for people not to recognize you, And then obviously, change your name, whatever, get a new one.
Well,
Like a nickname or something, huh?
so like the identity thing is crucial, huh? I mean,
Well,
I
of
just,
course, yeah. You can't just
being
be introducing yourself as the same name as what you're
well,
trying
but like,
to not
I
be.
mean, I've really worked on this Gemheim or
Persona.
Metaguild Moreau. It's such a rolls off the tongue. I really love it. I don't want to lose that.
That's fair.
Just don't really want to be beholden to it. I don't know.
I mean, if you just change, I don't know. Well, you gotta change your last name. You can't be associated with your family, especially you're trying to get away from it.
Okay.
You could have the same first name. You just change your last name.
Okay, I'll give it some thought. But you're good. You're not going. When's the last time you were home?
I don't know about a year ago. My parents were gonna send me to Amphale, and I was like, "Fuck that shit," and I ran the fuck out.
They don't even know where you are.
No, they probably think I'm still there, to be honest.
Yeah, most of those old people in the old circles wondered about you, but
did they? Whatever. I don't care about them.
well, I mean, some of them, they don't matter. Who cares?
They don't matter. You're not helping me look for Vivian. I'm just trying to find her.
Do you have any news on that front?
No, I mean, I've been looking still. I don't know where she is. She's got to be out there somewhere. Maybe someone kidnapped her. I don't know, man. That's why I ran away. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'd like to help with that, too.
I appreciate that. But, anyway, yeah.
Anyway, yes,
We'll find
yes.
it.
Well, I will, I'll see you in the morning.
For
From there, but I just, if you don't mind, me crashing in your party.
I don't care. I'm
with
like
these plebeians, the plebeian party. Ooh, the plebeian party. Maybe that's like our group name.
the plebeians. I don't know how well they would like that. You don't just go offending people especially when they know
it's not
you're
offensive.
a noble.
It's like quiche, It's
like
quiche.
quiche.
Yes, I like it. Not quiche.
The plebeian.
The implebeian.
well, I'll leave you off. I'm going to head off to bed. I'm quite tired. Quite tuckered out after today. But
Same. I got some leeway on my stuff. I'm off to work on my next invention. And I take out like a screwdriver. I'm still in the tub, naked.
doesn't faze me. I work in theater. We're naked all the time.
I know. We did plays together. I know.
Kind of fucking plays you guys in.
Lots
backstage.
of very extravagant plays.
Right. I'll give you a little pat on the head. Good night, Vivi.
There you go. How about Jimmy? Jim boy?
Don't you call me Jemmy anyway? Nothing new.
That's true.
But we'll see. We'll work on it. We'll
Okay,
workshop.
yeah, we'll look into it.
I'm still not sold on the whole changing identity.
Well, you had to do something.
Yeah. Well, no one's calling yet, so maybe if I just don't go home, they won't. They'll just forget about me.
Well,
I'd like to think that that's going to happen.
hopefully.
Yeah, we'll just say that's going to happen.
Yeah. But change your name.
Good night.
Good night, Jimmy.
All right.
Okay.
Off to bed.
Let's see here. Somebody got it. King. So you're back at your place, or you're coming up to your apartment.
Did we leave off with me like staring in front
Sure
of that
did.
girl and
Yeah.
Yep.
you said you
Sure did.
look like somebody or
Yeah. Now you're here.
Very cool.
King is right now probably like as confused as you are right now.
Okay. I don't remember walking the rest of the way here. I look around and see if my retainers are.
Yeah, they're here.
What
Doesn't
do you
matter,
think
boss.
it here?
Just now.
Do you guys remember the walk? I feel like we were in that alleyway for a bit, and now we're here.
You went to the alleyway.
Did I come back out? I mean, I guess I did come back out of it. When did I come back out?
Oh yeah, and then we went here.
Okay.
You feeling okay, boss?
I feel like I don't remember the past.
Shinza feels your forehead. Yeah, he's pretty warm. Then again, he's always kind of warm. Actually, I don't really know how to check for temperature. Like what's the backseat body temperature? I don't know. It's probably like us.
Imagine we probably have a similar core body temperature. Let's worry about it in the morning. It's been a long night.
What do you think, D? D just shrugs.
Anyways, I still have to go get freshened up before I can meet Mr. Redknuckle. I believe I told you all about our adventures tonight. Let's go on in.
Okay. Yeah. So your apartment it's an apartment on the second story above a bakery. External entrance. You just head up the stairs. When you get there, you find your door is unlocked.
All right, as I pull the knob, I see Philip's unlocked, like, okay. And I open it, like, hello, Nix. Fancy you let yourself in? And then I look around to see if she's actually in.
Yeah, Nix is sitting on the bed. She's got a little book out. Let's see. She's got a little book out, and it's got a bare-shirted man. Well, he's got like his chest bared. He's wearing like one of those khaki adventure sort of shirts, but it's heavily unbuttoned. He has a wide-brimmed hat that's sort of at an angle, and he's like very suggestively holding a mummy. The title of the book is Love Under Wraps, and she's just like reading it as you come in. She looks up at you. Hey, Tiger. How's it going? She closes the book.
Hello. I prefer King, of course, but you've never cared. How's your night been?
Oh, fine. How about yours? Little Birdie told me you've been rather busy tonight.
Oh, I have. Was that little birdie's name? What was his name? Did an actual Kinku tell you?
She just smiles.
Of course he did, alright. So, have you heard about these contacts I've been making and potentially about to make more of? With one Mr. Redknuckle and Volothromp?
She, like, raises an eyebrow. You met Redknuckle? Tiger, what have you been up to tonight?
Well, met one famous Mr. Volothromp over at the Yawning Portal. He gave me and some
So I heard.
my acquaintances a little task, and in the process of that, cross paths with the proprietor of one of the more popular fighting rings in the city, I believe.
Tiger, I know who Lear Redneck.
A lot of people know who he is, apparently. And some of my compatriots are delivering someone to him right now, and I want to make a good impression. So, pardon me, I believe a bath should already be running, or no? You never do that, do you?
Why? No. Why would I? Oh, you're cute. She stands up and pats you on the head.
Anyways, and I go and start walking to my tub in this. It's not that big of an apartment, despite how grand I act. And I start getting it ready, still kind of talking to her and listening.
Yeah, she'll lean against the wall, like right next to the door. She's not staring in. She's just like checking your nails. So, you met Redknuckle, and you're delivering something to him? What might that be?
Oh, some business acquaintance that ran afoul of him, and also happened to be the one holding that friend of Volothromp's. Figure, kill two birds with one stone, or make two friends, as it were. Already delivered that friend to Volothromp. Got a connection. And I'm about to deliver that ne'er-do-well to Redknuckle.
And what ne'er-do-well would that be?
I can't remember his name. Benny, Two Eyes? Benny
Weaseltooth?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, the little button nose got pinched at last. Oh, that's a shame.
Apparently he was skimming the top off of one of those larger crime guilds here. The Xantarum, I believe it's called.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Benny Weaseltooth is off the streets. And you said you're making friends with Redknuckle, eh?
About to. We had a decently courteous passing by when I saw him down there, and my new friends are delivering Benny to him right now. I hope to freshen up a little before we cinch that transaction, as it were.
Okay. Well, just be careful with Redknuckle. It's not as nice as I am.
Oh, of course it's not nice, but I've never been one for being careful, and been one for more of making an impression.
Okay. It's just that Lear Redknuckle has a tendency to leave impressions in other people in their faces when his guys punch him in the face. A lot.
Duly noted. I hope to get an impression on him as well.
Well, good. As long as you remember he's dangerous, then everything should be fine.
If I'm going to rule this city, I'm gonna not have to avoid danger at every turn.
There we go again.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, you're still talking about that. Since the day I found you on the docks. Okay.
It's a nice city. Can you blame me for wanting it?
No. I love it myself. But, you keep dreaming, Tiger. You keep dreaming.
Believe me, I have a dream.
I know what he's referencing.
I pose a little when I say that.
Yeah, of course you do. You're wearing a purple suit while you're doing it. Anyway, she'll pat your door. Well, listen, if you ever need me, you won't find me, but I'll find you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. There wasn't any other important news I should know about, right?
Well, not that I can. Oh yes, over at the Yawning Portal, there was a rival to the title of king in this city. Young, I admit.
Are you talking about the Fitzgerald party?
I might be talking about the Fitzgerald party. I might be.
Thomas Fitzgerald is 6 years old.
I admire his ambition.
She just turns into your doorway with her arms crossed. He's 6 years old. How old are you?
Oh, 21.
So which was old enough to know better?
I want to nip
which one
in the
bud.
Which one? I am older. I am older.
Which one?
But I will nip it in the bud.
And she'll turn to your retainers. God bless all of you. And she'll tap them on the shoulders. Later, Tiger.
I love this woman. Who is she?
Nice chat as always. Ta! It's King, by the way.
I'm not a tiger.
Oz, are you back up and running?
Dude, I'm fucked. I'm fucked so hard.
He's lagging like crazy.
I'm lagging so hard.
Okay.
That's
let's see. Okay, so we'll get back to you. Let's see. I got King. Oh, so Vivi. We cut back to you. Or rather, we cut back to a much younger you. We'll assume you and Vivian are. I don't know. You're in like elementary school. Sitting at your little desks next to each other. Your teacher's going like up and down the aisles, just sort of lecturing about boring stuff, words and letters, lame.
Chewing
exactly. And as you're doing that, You suddenly like notice this tapping sound. You look over and Vivian like has her pencil and she's just like tapping on her desk in a very deliberate way and starts smiling at you.
I like mouthing. What are you doing?
It's a pattern. She taps out a word, or she like taps in a sequence. A tap tap tap.
Mhm.
You know, and then yeah.
I follow suit.
Okay.
Tapping with my pencil as well.
And like over the course of a couple of minutes, like the two of you, being child savants, essentially invent your own form of Morse code using pencils. Your teacher at like one point spins around. Mrs. and Lady Valentine's, is there a problem?
No, not at all.
Is there a problem with your pencil?
I think I might need a sharpener. Oh, I have one here. I got it. It's good.
Well, all right. And she'll go back to like writing stuff on the chalkboard. Vivian like looks over to you, like taps her pencil. Nice job.
I wink at her.
So Jimheim,
Yes.
you are falling, or yeah, you're pretty sure you're falling. Oh yeah, you're definitely falling.
Oh God.
You're falling past giant spires of crystal, interlaced with wood. As you're falling, you realize that it's like a weird sort of glass or like a common admixture of a living tree and crystal, the size of like a skyscraper. And there's multiple of them, and you're just sort of falling past them. And as you're falling, the glass and crystal starts to change color from clear to reds to bright oranges, the deep purples of twilight. You can see reflected in them images of people, of places, also like and very different places. As you pass by the red one, you might see a volcanic landscape. As you pass by a shard of green, you notice a tranquil sort of logging village by a stream. As you fall past a series of blue shards, you can see a beach at sunset, two people sitting on it. You keep falling, and then you realize, like, as the wind sort of like flowing through your hair, that wait a minute, you're not falling, because you realize you have a slight bit of control. You just sort of like steer yourself to one side, the other, and you realize, oh, I'm not falling, I'm flying. And as you sort of like gain a little bit more control over your body, you arc up and are now finding yourself sort of like soaring amongst multiple towers of crystal. The sky up above is some sort of combination of like twilight, but all the stars up in the sky are brighter than they ought to be. They're not only twinkling, but they're slowly moving, almost like some sort of like, almost like a Van Gogh painting if it was animated. And eventually,
GIF of a Van Gogh painting.
What?
There are GIFs that do that.
I was not aware of that. Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, you start noticing all of this. But eventually you start to get a little bit tired, and you land on a balcony that overlooks a humongous forest that seems to stretch on for eternity, it seems like. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, now they're just going to flood in. Thanks, guys.
17.
Okay. So as you're sort of staring out there, a thing you start to notice about the forest, the tower, like everything around you, the colors seem super saturated. The air seems to have a there's like a slight thrumming throughout everything that you're sort of touching, hearing. Like there is the scent of sweets and flowers and the smell of the scent of fresh rain or like right after rain just seems to linger in the air. It's just this humongous, almost sensory overload as you're gazing out over everything. And when you turn to look back at the tower, you come face to face with this big sheet of crystal. And you can see reflected in it is the image of a young woman. And she appears to be staring like towards you, or basically looking into the camera, essentially.
Hello, madame. Pleased to meet you. Is this
No
your
response.
home?
No response. And as you move, you can see that her movements mirror yours.
I start like, what?
Dancing.
You start like what? Sorry.
Doing the robot.
Oh yeah. As you start
Some
doing
dance
that,
moves.
like this reflection seems to start doing it too.
Oh, I see you got style. Okay. Well, I try to jump into a weird position to try and catch her off guard.
Like as you're doing it, it's perfectly mirroring.
Oh, well, you are very good. We could make a show out of this, you and I. Tell me, what's your name?
It just keeps mirroring back every time you say something.
Well, this is starting to get a little frustrating. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try and touch it.
Okay, as you touch it, like you reach out and touch the glass, the
pipe.
reflection comes up and touches the glass, and you realize that your hand, Jimheim, is pale. It's sort of like a pale silvery blue and highly effeminate as you're touching it.
Oh. Well,
Touch yourself.
hello.
Do you have tits
This
now?
is strange. I'm like kind of touching my face and my body and seeing my body's
Mhm.
different.
You start looking down, and sure enough, your body is different. And as you're like touching, like as you're sort of like patting yourself down, inspecting everything, you catch a sight. You catch like a glimpse of the reflection, who is just standing there with its arms crossed.
Oh. Like I'm in the reflection. I'm standing there with my arms crossed.
Yeah, essentially. You're patting yourself down, but the reflection has its arms crossed, has an eyebrow raised, and is tapping its toe.
Oh, I jump to meet her.
The reflection starts to push against the glass, and the image of the girl pops out of it, pushing basically pushing yourself out of the mirror. What are you doing, touching me?
Well, I'm touching me.
What? Wait, you can hear me?
Yes. You can hear me? This is a mirror game. I love it. I've done this in improv before.
Her eyes get very wide, and then slowly, like a smile starts to stretch across her face until it gets stretches from ear to ear, and she's just giving you this biggest grin. She pulls herself completely out, grabs you by the hand. She's just like, "Hi, Jimheim!
Oh,
Jimheim!
hello.
Jimheim!
Yes, that's my
Jimheim!
name.
Jimheim! Master Jimheim!
Yeah.
Master Jimheim!"
Well, you don't
And
say it
your
like that.
vision is sort of flashed, is like filled with white light. As you come to in your bed, somebody's pulled the curtains away from your window. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Yes, this gentleman has pulled the curtains away from your window and just sort of turns to meet you. Master Jimheim.
Hello, Lucius. Good morning.
You are thrashing in your sleep, sir.
Well, that doesn't mean it was a bad thing.
I suppose not, sir.
It was a good thrashing, Lucius, though you would know nothing of that, I suppose.
No, sir, I suppose I don't know anything about, quote, a good thrashing.
Well, come to one of my shows sometime and you can see for yourself.
I've been to your shows, sir. I find them stilted and pedantic.
Oh, well, different strokes for different folks, I suppose.
Indeed, like these accommodations. And he like picks up a curtain and just sort of like holding it between his index and thumb, just sort of staring at it and just lets it fall.
Oh, that is of the finest silk. Whatever do you mean? It's gorgeous.
If you say so, sir.
Hmm.
Anyway, I just wanted to check in on you. Your father is very eager to have you join him today. Apparently, you have a full schedule, and he'll pull out a little scroll from his breast pocket, lets it unfurl, and it like goes down almost to his waist. First off, there's a breakfast with the Wave Silver family. Next up, apparently you have brunch with one of your father's business contacts. After that, you've got a tour of several of his warehouses. In the afternoon, you have lessons about finance. Seems like you have a very packed day, sir.
Sounds very dull. Are you sure you wouldn't like to just do all these for me? I can have a good day in the sun.
I'm afraid, sir, that falls outside of my pay grade.
Well, that is for sure.
Anyway, your father's very eager to have you. So, why don't you freshen up, I suppose, and I'll just be waiting outside.
Okay.
Right outside.
Okay.
Good. And I hope, sir, that in the future, should you decide to go to Castle Ward for carousing, that you will let me know so that I may escort you.
I surely have no idea what you mean.
The yawning portal. You weren't there last night?
Of course not.
You were found in the company of one, and he'll like reach into his pocket and pull out a note. He'll pull out a set of spectacles to read it. One Volothamp Gedda? I don't suppose you mean the author.
Wait a second. Why am I here?
What do you mean? You're in your hotel
You're
room, by
still
the
in the
way.
hotel. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
Oh. Okay.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a flashback.
No, sorry.
No, okay.
Oh, no,
You're
sorry.
in
I
the
should have
hotel.
clarified that.
No.
That's why I said the finest silk in his thing.
I mean, Kolya Towers may have a
It
funny
is
song.
very
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
probably,
it is
yeah.
a very nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great stuff.
How did you find me here?
I have my ways, sir.
Well, Volo's a fine gentleman. We had a lovely time. I don't know why
I'm sure
there's
you
any
told
danger there.
all about your family's shipping interests to him.
Of course. I
That
think he's
was
going to
the
write about it
topic
in
of
his
your
next
conversation.
guide.
Excellent. Very good. I'm sure your father will be very happy.
Yes, he will.
Anyway, why don't you change, and I'll be right outside to escort you to your first meeting today.
Sure. Breakfast with the Wave Silver family sounds delightful. Okay, why don't you just wait outside then?
The Elder Wave Silvers, just to be clear.
Oh, well, even more drab.
Such is duty, sir.
Well then, carry on. I'll be there shortly.
He'll step outside of your. He'll like go outside the door to your apartment. You hear the door close, and you can actually hear him adjusting himself directly outside your door.
Oh, well, shit.
Yikes.
No, he's thinking it.
We were all thinking it.
What
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
what kind of alternate escape routes might be available in
There is the balcony that you could escape out of. Your room, your balcony would be next to, your room would be next to Verity's, and one floor above and to the side of Oz's.
Okay. And how high up are we? I'm gonna go out.
You're
on the balcony.
like five. You're 5 stories.
Shit.
a wonderful view of the Kolya Towers. Only the best.
And you said I'm next to
Verity's room.
Verity's room. Okay.
And my room?
Your room is one floor down and to the side.
God. Okay, now I have to see them to do that. Well, I could just charm this motherfucker.
Leave me alone, Lucius.
I don't want to go to that meeting.
I don't need to go.
Don't make me adult.
I mean, you could escape to the floor lower and then run through it and see where that takes you.
Yeah, because if you go into my room, really, it's just
Or my room.
next door. He's gonna see you come out of my room.
Well, I don't. So I'm on the balcony. Like,
Just demand he
Would I
make
be-
you breakfast and then slip out.
how crazy would it be for me to try to get to like off of my balcony anywhere?
It's probably not that hard. Yeah,
I'm
you could
still
definitely
fair
get
enough.
to Verity's balcony if you really wanted. If you really wanted to, it wouldn't be that hard. If you were to tie bed sheets, you could definitely get down to the. You could very easily get to the floor below you. That would probably be the safest thing. And then from there, it's just a quick hop over to Oz's if you wanted to.
Yes. Okay. So
It's only 5 stories.
I'm going to
Only 5.
write a letter, and
If I die,
and just put it on the, and it's going to say, "Dearest Lucius, smell your own farts."
Okay, Lucius, it's doing his job.
Go smell your
That's
farts.
all.
Love.
Got him.
Lots of love. Gemheim Amenigold Moreau. Like my nice professional signature there.
mhm.
I'm gonna leave that on the. I'm gonna make the bed, put it on the bed, and then I'm gonna try to climb down to Oz's room.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
do you want to tie bed sheets?
Yeah, I guess that's gonna leave some evidence, but I guess he's gonna figure out that I jumped out the window somewhere.
Good point.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Ooh, 8.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Try to help.
Yeah, I'll tie. I'm gonna tie together bed sheets.
Okay.
Tie them together.
Okay. Yep. So you tie together the bed sheets. I don't want you don't have to roll to climb down to that. Just give me an athletics check to climb over to Oz's from there.
Okay. Ooh, athletics. I'm gonna use my inspiration here.
Good idea.
Okay. Remember, you can use it for re-rolls.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, need this bad, guys.
More
I'll
than
take
enough.
that. I'll take that 17. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, more than enough. As you hop over there,
Okay,
just
sorry.
start knocking on
Knock. Oh,
on
good
Oz's
fellow.
door.
Good
So
morning.
Oz, you're good.
I am good, yeah. I'm good now.
Okay. So meanwhile, or so before all that, here's
Uh-huh.
how Oz's night went. So Oz, after you got to your room, what would probably be the first thing you do?
Make drug.
You did that.
Okay.
Okay.
You did that.
What would Oz do? I don't know. I guess he'd kind of just, chill out. Is there a shower here?
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
tub
totally.
and everything.
Tub, shower, yeah.
Is that what you're planning for? Because
Do
he'd probably
whatever.
do that. He would
Okay,
definitely take a fucking shower. He hasn't done that in who knows
Yeah.
how long.
Good point. Yeah. So after you get the sewer smell out of you, as you're coming out of your room, you hear a tapping sound, but it's not coming from your door. It's coming from your balcony.
Okay.
Okay. So your balcony has like glass, like French doors that open up to it. Apparently, something is tapping on it from.
What
behind
time
the
is it
curtain.
right now? I'm sorry.
This would be
Morning.
the evening before that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So there's somebody tapping on the balcony.
Mhm.
Well, that's fucking weird. Am I naked right now?
If you want to be.
I got like a towel on.
Sure.
Is the balcony door? Is it like a wooden door? What does this thing look like?
It's a French door, so it's wooden but with glass panes in it.
So I can see through it.
Yeah, there's a curtain that's drawn over it to keep the sunlight from shining on you, which is currently sort of obscuring your view.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak over, and then kind of like peek through the curtain to see. Try not to show myself as best I can, and try
Okay,
to
give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Ooh, more than enough. Yeah, so you creep over there like TLC and just sort of pull the curtain away a little bit, and you can see on your balcony. What's tapping on your door is a parrot.
I thought you were gonna say raven. Come on, man.
Nope, it's a scarlet parrot with green tips on the ends of its tail fingers, and it's just like pecking your door.
Okay, I'm gonna look for something specific. Does it have like a note or anything on its leg, or does it look like a messenger of some sort?
No, it does not.
So it's just a fucking parrot.
Indeed.
Okay. I'm gonna ignore it.
Okay. Okay. So you go about your routine. Every once in a while. Yep. Every once in a while, you keep hearing it like the tapping sound.
Can I say that I washed my clothes?
Sure. Yeah. Totally.
Dirty. Okay. It's still gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wash my weapons. You know, they're probably pretty dirty too.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Truth be told, probably everything you own.
Yeah, I wash all of it.
Nice.
Except for the drugs. Keep those dirty.
You wouldn't be riding dirt. So after a little while, you just decide to head on to bed. Everything, like as you're laying down, you just hear this.
Okay, well, God wants me to do something, so I'm going to. What the? Let's see, what's his voice? Oh, it's Blue Blood. Nice to meet you. Okay, there we go. What's going on? What's going on outside over here? I'm gonna throw away the curtains and fucking open it up. I'm tired now.
Okay, there is no bird on the other. Instead, there is a glowing image, roughly in the shape of a bird. Just sort of like sort of like doing that little hopping motion they do. Just sort of like hopping around.
Wait, so there's a glowing bird.
There's like a glowing image of a bird that's hopping around.
What the hell's going on? I say that to the bird.
Okay, it just keeps hopping around, and then suddenly the parrot comes flying down like from above and into your face, lands on your head. The glowing image disappears.
Okay, I start whacking at the bird.
Okay, the bird just like keeps squawking, like keeps flying away. If you want, you can give me an attack roll against the bird.
Sure, why not?
Yep.
Should I roll proficiencies or?
Sure, whatever. Yeah. Just give me a straight up like normal short sword roll.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So you're batting at the bird. The bird just flies across the room and lands on like the top of an armoire.
Goddamn bird! What the hell are you doing? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna try to fucking kill this thing because it's bothering the fuck out of me. I'm gonna take my sword and I'm just gonna whack at it.
Okay. It's like up on the armoire, so you gotta kind of jump.
I jump for it.
Okay. Yeah. So give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay. 14.
Okay. 14 is not actually sufficient to hit this bird.
Okay.
Flaps out of the way. And like as soon as you land, you hear this clinking sound. And you realize as you sort of look down, you can see that you've landed in a pile of money.
What the? Oh hell yeah!
A bunch of gold pieces.
Okay.
I throw the money in the air and just shower myself.
Oh, okay. As soon as you like touch the money, it just sort of like fades in your hand.
Oh.
What is this? I'm gonna go attack the bird again.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to check if anyone's fucking with you.
Okay, that is sufficient to hit the bird.
9.
Okay. Yeah. So you give the bird a good whack. Okay. That is a large amount of damage for this bird.
Because fuck
okay.
that bird for being an asshole.
Okay. The so as you smack the bird, you fly. Feathers go flying everywhere. It looks back down at you. It spreads its wings, and as it does, you can see that the tips of its feathers, which were green, now start to change into blue, followed by violet, indigo, and just all the colors of the rainbow. And it unleashes a spell. Okay, roll 60, 10. Wow, that's a lot of d10s.
Wow, I'm dead.
Oh my
Well,
God.
but before that happens, I want to be like, am I on drugs? What's going on?
Sure seems like it. Like, this is a weird-ass bird.
And so, I'm sure I die.
You can give me a nature check if you want.
Okay, I'm
in the
dead.
last moments before you can see.
In the last moments of your life.
Oh, no, it doesn't do damage.
Oh. Yeah, my nature check's really, really good, so.
It looks like a 3 to me.
It's really good.
A 1 in 20.
Mm.
That's
Unlucky.
hilarious.
Wrong order. Keep going.
Okay. I believe it blinds you. The current hit point. Yeah, blind. Okay, yep. So, the thing just like unleashes this sort of disco tech effect of lights on your face, just sort of blinding you. You hear the bird sort of flitter around your room, and then just out the door.
Okay.
After a couple of seconds, you just sort of like keep blinking. You blink your eyes back into working.
Okay, and then I go to bed.
Okay. You wake up several hours later to something tapping on your balcony in a very rhythmic, familiar pattern.
Nevermore. What the hell is going on? I can't take this. I'm getting the hell out of here. I put my clothes on and I'm out the fucking door. I'm leaving.
Jemime, so you're on the balcony tapping on the door.
Oh!
I know.
This is so good.
It's accurate. You're the character.
Hey man, play my
So
character.
you leave. So I'm on the door. I knock for a little while. With no response, can I open the?
They sort of like they can't really be opened from your side, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's actually kind of a safety hazard now that you think about it.
Well,
you can probably shimmy it if you have something. You have like enough like weird bobs and baubles on your.
Or a dagger.
yeah.
I don't even know if he has a dagger. He's got enough implements.
No,
that he
but
can
I
try
got
and
like some medallions and stuff. Maybe I can.
Yeah, there you go.
use... Yeah, let's see which one.
Yeah, don't you have
which
like a
one's-
handful of holy symbols? One of those is.
Yeah,
bound
I'll
to
use.
edge.
I'll use the symbol of Gond. He seems crafty. Maybe craftsmanship will come in
Mhm.
handy getting this door open, and I'll try and pop it open with the.
Okay.
Try and jimmy it open with that.
Yeah, so give me a dexterity check.
Ooh.
So was I dreaming or not? Do I know?
Anyway, why don't you give me a dexterity check?
No.
Yikes.
So Jimheim is
So
fucking with his door.
Okay.
Whoops.
Maybe you can see
Well-
his silhouette because it's at least light out in the morning.
Well, Oz
d-
left,
d-
didn't he?
Yeah. Oz was just like, man, fuck this noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna go visit the guys and see how they're doing.
Okay.
Vivi and Gemheim.
Okay. So we'll cut away to Izo. Izo, you've woken up. You've completed your morning routine without getting stuck on balconies or being attacked by birds or anything like that?
Because that's the benefit of going home.
Yes. Yeah, that's the benefit of going home.
No
is
thanks.
Anyway, you've completed your routine and you're heading down into the basically the common room, kitchen, sort of like Brew's Brewery. It's just one big room essentially on the bottom floor.
Yeah, the brewery.
Okay. As you're heading down there, you can see, you can hear Brews and who you recognize as ads are down there talking to each other. Apparently, ads is just like, thanks for various things. Apparently she's got a shipment of brew coming to the I guess it'd be barracks. Yeah, barracks. Apparently some of the guards there are ordering some kegs behind the scenes. Let's see here.
Cool.
And as you descend the step, ads just sort of like both their eyes sort of look to you. Ads just sort of scoffs.
Ads. I don't come around very often.
Hi, Ezo.
How are you? How's the wall?
Fine. Uncle, just make sure the brew arrives on time. Bruce just sort of nods. She'll turn, head out.
Bruce, you'll never believe what happened last night.
Got in late.
I met with what's his name?
Bola?
I met Red Knuckle.
Oh, right.
Raises an eyebrow to that. Met
gonna
Red
get-
Knuckle.
He's given me a chance to fight in his ring.
Come eat your breakfast.
Yes, Uncle.
And as you're eating, he just like stares at you for most of the meal. How did you convince him?
Well, I just go through the whole story of the what happened that night.
You don't you don't like pull back anything.
Nope, no, I tell him everything.
Yep. He strokes his big night. Long night.
Profitable.
You got trouble-filled night. Don't need trouble.
True.
Keep your nose clean, boy. Got a long day. And he'll walk over to his desk and he'll pull out the various orders to be filled today. Got many stops, but they're all over town.
I'll see you
Make
to it
sure
right
you get
away.
them done. Good. Afterwards, take the day off,
Thank you, Uncle.
but stay out of trouble.
I'll do my best to avoid the watch and to avoid the Zen.
And about this establishment, you're getting in with other people, strangers. Don't care much for those either. Watch your back, boy.
Always.
And they'll go back to work.
Okay.
Yep. So you finish up your breakfast, load up Sybil. On the Waterdeep map, I've marked the locations of your various deliveries with the purple markers, the big ones. So as you can see, they're pretty much scattered all over the city.
Today.
Shit.
Yeah. Again, there's only 4.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. It's just a long hustle.
Yeah. So
I picked the wrong background ability. I could get this done in half the time. Otherwise, oh well.
Okay. So you load up the carts, feed Sybil. Did you want to go meet up with your compadres first?
No, better get this done.
Okay.
Then I have the day off.
Yep, so you're in Goblin. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna head north first.
Head north first. Okay.
And then come back around.
Okay. That was unexpected. So meanwhile,
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because then
you're in Goblin Town right now, and the one in Dockward is not only closer; it's actually the others are on your way to it too.
I was also thinking doing it that way. It doesn't make sense to go the long way because that way, I'm carrying the most weight the longest, so it's harder on Sybil.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go. Okay. I'll go counterclockwise.
Okay.
Or I guess clockwise. Yeah,
okay. So you start heading there. Meanwhile, so Oz, you head up to the 5th floor.
Yeah, I'm going
when you get up
to
there.
Jim Heim's room.
Yep. As you're coming up to Jim Heim's room, you notice this man in a well-tailored servant's uniform. He's got a scroll clutched in one hand, and he's just standing at attention very nicely in front of his door.
Hey, what's up? Are you room service or something?
Excuse me?
Look, I'm trying to get into that room right there. Can you scooch over a little?
I believe you're mistaken, sir. This is Master Jim Heim's room.
Yeah, and I have business with him. So scooch over.
The young master is expecting you?
Yeah, he is.
How do you know Master Moro exactly?
We do business together. It's none of your business. What are you talking about? Get over here. Move. I'm gonna get in there right now.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh my gosh, we're all fucked.
Love it.
Screw it. Oh wait, I can re-roll if I do bad. I'm re-rolling.
Yikes.
I'm afraid, Street Frog, that's not happening.
Oh, Street Frog am I now?
Don't get
Oh, I'm a street frog, huh? Street frog. Look at you, huh? With your fancy suit. Where you from, huh? Punk?
Seaward.
Oh, Seaward, are ya? A lot of people have been having some trouble in Seaward, huh?
True. But usually when that happens, I just call the guard, who live right next door.
Oh, I'm sure they do. But how about you move out of the way before something bad happens to you?
I think I'm gonna walk out of my room.
It's funny, I was going to say the same thing.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do.
I think I'll walk out of my room at this point with
at this point, you totally have heard all of it.
I got
I imagine Oz isn't exactly the quietest.
I got my goggles on.
Well, especially since you insulted me, he's
Oh yeah, totally, yeah.
I got my goggles on.
You got your goggles on?
Yeah, I got my goggles on. I'm walking.
Smoke comes out of the room when you open the door.
Maybe a little bit. But I have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm looking pretty happy, got my hands in my pockets, and I'm like, hey, Oz, what's up? You looking for Jim? Hi.
This guy's in the way.
I'm sorry, do you know Master Moro as well?
Yeah, we were We're hanging out. But I mean, if he's still in there, we'll get him. We'll get him later.
I understand now. Now it all makes sense. And he'll look back down at Oz. My mistake, sir. And he'll reach into his pocket. Tell me. And he'll produce a small pouch of money. How much did Mr. Moreau... and he'll sort of like give a sideways glance at Verity. How much time did he purchase from your employee?
Oh yeah. Oof. It was a pretty good long night. About I'd say 5 hours actually.
He raises an eyebrow. Give me a deception check.
Wait, fucking Birdie's the hooker? I'm a pimp now? Okay.
He raises an eyebrow. Classic Moreau's stamina, I see.
Oh,
And he'll
he is really good.
and he'll look down at Oz. So,
And he owes me money!
does he now? Give me a deception check.
It's gonna be another one.
A 4.
I am
Let's see.
afraid.
Boss, he already paid you last night, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You
And,
know what?
Yeah, if he's still in his room, we're done here.
got time
So,
for
you know,
this.
we could leave this fine gentleman alone, as you can see, and we could just go downstairs. And be on our
You know
way.
what? I don't gotta go anywhere. I'm going in your room. And then I go into Vivi's room.
Did you want to be paid, sir?
Shut up. Go away.
He got paid, but I'll take my payment, though.
Oh, I just assumed I paid him. Okay, how much?
Oh, yes.
What's the going rate?
Um,
I say the oldest profession is very progressive these days. Very good.
yes, about,
Do you
Fi-
ask her if
50
she
an
pays her
hour.
taxes?
What do you say, Vivi?
about 50 gold an hour.
50 gold an hour?
Well, yeah. You don't know the kind of shit I can do.
I should say you did it 3 times. If that's you better have anyway.
Oh, I did.
I have. Mm-hmm. Well, here. Why don't you take this? And he'll hand you 2 harbor moons.
Oh, okay.
So that's 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, just I don't know how to put this. That's all you're getting.
Well, that's fair. You know, I'm not gonna.
Oh. Hey,
That's
what's your
fine.
name again, by the way, buddy? What's your name?
It's okay.
Excuse me.
I'm sure.
Oh, my name?
Yeah. Your name.
It's Nunyo.
Don't worry. I'll talk to Jim about it. Don't worry.
It's
No,
all right.
I
It's
don't
all
think
right,
you
Mr.
will.
It's all right, Mr. Business. We don't need to talk. He's in a
I'm
bad
outta here.
mood this
I'm gonna go back into the room.
Yeah. So you guys, are you just heading back in there, Vivi?
Yeah, and I'm apologizing deeply for my boss's
Brash nature.
yes, brash. Of course, thank you. And you
No
have a
need,
nice
no
day. And,
Thank you.
Carry on. Thank you for your service.
Don't worry, I will.
And yeah,
Thank
I'll
you
head
for your service.
yes.
He's part of the military now.
He's a hero in his own right.
And I walk back into my room.
Did you hear that guy? He called me a frog.
Shh,
Don't dare.
will you shut the fuck up? God damn it. That guy's a fucking butler. He's fucking nobles.
Hey, do you know his name?
He's probably part of Gemheim's family. Probably coming to
Oh,
get him.
that's Jim later. Look, I need to talk to Jim Heim. I made this new,
Of course.
a new
but
drug right here. Look at that.
Okay, yes, we're gonna show him the
I
drug.
showed the shroom.
Actually, that looks
I bet
fucking...
Jim Heim would pay a lot of money for this.
That looks fucking great, actually. But by the way, I just got 100 gold. That's fucking whack job. That was great. Anyway, if that guy is in front of Gemheim's room, that probably means Gemheim's not coming out me and Jim talked last night. He doesn't want to go back with them, so he probably snuck out.
Well, how about we go out from the balcony and we go into his room?
Or we can just walk out of my room, continue with our day, and
That sounds stupid. I'm walking out into the balcony.
Okay, you walk onto the balcony. As you do, you can see Jimheim's balcony has a line of sheets that are tied off, descending like over the edge of the balcony.
I follow the sheets visually.
Okay. Yeah, from your vantage point, you can see that it looks like he got down below. Oh, and there he is, standing on your balcony.
What the hell am I going to do now? Oh,
Hey, Jimheim!
Oh,
Shut you!
Shut up,
what are
boss.
you doing? What are you doing up there?
Wait, are you a bird?
No, I'm down here. Not a bird. What are you talking about?
Look, let's not talk
You're a
about
bird.
that. I had some weird going-ons with a bird last night.
Hey, Jim.
Okay, well, if you can see, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Would you
Yeah.
mind coming and unlocking your balcony door and letting me in?
That's a good idea. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
yeah, let's go do that. You stay
I
there.
leave.
Master Moreau, I know you must be rather tired, but it shouldn't be taking this long.
I run to my room.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm just like walking out the front door, following Oz. He really need, I'm sorry. He's just so brash.
It's understandable. I'm sure he has other girls he has to go collect from.
It's very true. A lot of them. I'm the best one. Well, no, there's one. She's a lot better than me.
I believe
but-
that makes you the bottom, if that's the terminology.
Oh yeah. You know your stuff. You know your stuff. Yeah.
You have a good day,
You
miss.
too. You too, Mr. Business.
Ro rolls his eyes.
Just continuing to
He just
Oz's
stole
room.
from his butler.
Continuing to Oz's room.
Yep. Yes, you guys get down to Oz's room. Meanwhile, so King, what would you do when you wake up?
I forget. Did I end up going to Rednecks with them last night, or did I?
Probably not. We'll say you just turned in early.
Gotcha.
So right now you have a standing offer from Red Knuckle. You can either get a favor or 100 gold, whichever you want.
Okay.
Next time you stop by.
I wake up from the bath that I fell asleep in. Just
Mm.
what time is it? Morning.
Yeah. Sorry, boss. Zon was just like,
Why did no one wake me up? Well, probably because I told you
because
to
the
never wake
last
me
time
up,
I woke
right?
you up, you hit me with a stick.
That's true. Good job. Oh, I've got to find the rest of those fools and find out what happened with Red Knuckle. Oh, I've got to go.
One other thing, Shinza's and he like points to where Shinza should be. Not there. She stepped out.
To where?
He shrugs. D was supposed to be watching her. D just shrugs.
D, what happened to your sister?
He just sort of motions to the door, and then like starts pointing at the floor.
I rub my face. Okay. Don't lose anyone else, and try and find Shinza. She might just be perusing the bakery. I don't know. I have to go figure out what happened with Red Knuckle. I'll be back. And I head towards the inn we agreed to meet up at, I believe, which is the one that I'm doing stuff at right now. So I head
Yeah, that
in
makes
that
sense.
direction.
Yeah, you meet up with Izo along the way.
Oh, hello, my large friend. How was your night?
There, Charlie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was totally zoned out.
I know you're good.
King just met up with you.
Oh, great. King. How are you?
I'm feeling fresh and revigorated because I happened to fall asleep in the bath last night. It was so luxurious, relaxing. I mean, the pleasures of high class. Anyways, how was the deal with Reticle last night?
I'm glad you didn't drown.
Me too.
It was good. I got a fight. I think.
Splendid.
Well, I don't know what Oz got. I think everybody else got money,
Good.
but I got my chance in the ring.
I am glad to hear it. I'll be in the front row watching. I promise you. Let's
Thank
go
you.
meet up. Let's go meet up with the rest of our acquaintances from last night and discuss what to do with that little deed that Volo gave us.
I gotta and I pat a big keg. I gotta deliver these, and I'll be free once I'm done.
Sounds fantastic. We'll be down there waiting for you. Also, if you happen to see an old woman about yay high, could you ask her what she is doing and tell her that her king is curious as to where she went.
Okay.
You are a true friend, Izo. Thank you. And I make my way towards the end.
Oh, before you leave,
Yes.
Izo pulls out his list and holds it up to you. This is where I'm going if you need me.
Ah, splendid. Thank you. I see we've got little boxes to check off. A fantastic, good organization. Fantastic.
Now, Bruce is a good writer. Makes good lists.
That he does. Ta.
See you later.
Okay. Yeah. So, King, you arrive at the establishment at the Kolya Kolya Towers. Meanwhile, the rest of the gang has managed to smuggle Jim Heim out of Oz's room without much trouble.
Are they outside or inside now?
What would you guys like stay for continental breakfast or not?
I mean, I
I'm
really
gonna follow
want
wherever
breakfast,
Jim
but
goes.
I really want breakfast, but I doubt. We were talking. I'm sure we were talking about Lucius is gonna fucking come down here and look for you.
So just give me a moment, and I'll go into the restroom, and I'll come out, and I look totally different. I got like a mullet, but my beard is now like filled out. I'm just like like filled out, and I have like kind of like a dirty, or not a dirty, but just like a more like plain clothes jacket on, and I say, how do I look?
A
I don't know.
mullet,
Roll a disguise check.
a mullet and a beard. I mean,
Yeah. Is this an effect of a spell or a disguise kit?
I'm putting on my Julian Studd's alter ego costume.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, roll me a I guess a performance check.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you look pretty
Who the
good.
hell are you?
I say,
that's Jem.
call me Julian, if you see anyone else
Okay,
around, but
Julian.
All right,
But,
Jules.
you can call me Jem when it's just us, but just well, Lucius is still about. Oh, I'm going to
Yeah.
just wear this face for a little bit.
I wanted to talk to you about this new drug that I made.
No?
And I show him
That
the
actually
Well,
shred.
looks pretty great.
Oh. Yes.
You interested?
Possibly. I never got to try that last one that you made, so
That's true.
maybe that one too. But let's maybe get some. I put on this outfit. I didn't want to miss out on our free continental breakfast.
You're right.
So why
King,
don't
you
we
enter at
go-
about that point.
I heard there were mimosas. Oh, hello, Jedi. I see we got the Julian disguise going.
Yeah.
King, shut
As
up.
always.
King,
Okay.
shut up.
Yes. Okay. Remember when we did this last time when we went gambling? I told you when I'm in this outfit, I don't call me Chemheim. It's Julian. And I remember I'm going to talk like this.
Okay, Julian.
Hey guys, I'm Julian.
So tough, oh my.
Julian,
Yeah,
can I
no,
call you
Julian.
Jules? Yeah, I'm calling you Jules.
No, don't call him Jules. You can call stuff like Julie.
I'm gonna call you Jules.
No, not Julie. Don't do that.
So Jules, do this continental breakfast have mimosas? Or a Bloody Mary?
I kind of look around, make sure no one's looking. Well, I sure hope so.
Oh yeah.
You think maybe they got some cheese?
Well, let's get down there and find
Anyway,
out.
Let's go. Find out.
Lucius, you see, has just entered the lobby carrying a note crumpled up in one hand, like mumbling something about farts.
Ooh, he looks lovely.
Like he stops in front of.
I distance myself from the party very quickly as I see him come up.
He looks a lot more menacing than I expected him to look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, I just realized I had to adjust things so people could actually see those handouts.
Hmm.
So he, but yeah, he stops in front of the two of you, Vivi and Oz. Tell me, do you happen to know where Mr. Moreau is?
And no, I mean, we just, did our stuff last night, and he wasn't telling us what we were doing today.
You would have let me in his room, so I have no idea where he went.
We got paid. It's okay. We honestly don't know where he was going.
I would like to make an intelligence check to see if I can catch what kind of grift.
You
they're
mean an
doing.
insight check? Insight check.
Okay, I'll go do that.
As you see, King here, he's one of our exotics.
He looks over at King. You're not suggesting he was involved too?
I mean, he's really good.
If you say so.
Oh yes, you would not believe.
Hey, you wanna try with him?
Yeah.
He looks
actually.
down at you.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, no.
I think so. Keep
Yeah.
walking, buddy.
I'll give you a night worthy of royalty, Mr. Lucius.
Wait, did he say his name? We probably don't know his name.
No, we don't know it.
No, we
Mhm.
don't.
Dang it.
Mm.
You can say Mister.
Mr.
Mr.
Mm.
Business.
Lucius Page, not business.
Oh, well, you said your name was Nunya earlier, so I just...
Oh,
it's
Mm.
okay.
Good, now I know your name. Added to my death wish.
I see. Well, if you see Master Moreau again,
Yeah,
tell him I'm looking for him.
we'll let him know, for sure.
I'm sure you will. Take care, as he's walking off. Verity.
You as well.
Who?
Who's Verity?
Interesting.
So Izo, while they're getting breakfast,
I'm hustling
These fucking-
hustling. You're hustling. Okay.
as fast as I can.
Yeah.
As
So
fast
did
as
you
I
actually
can
want to
assemble
meet
the
your
hustle.
delivery, or do you want to hit the treasure cache?
I want to roll
Ooh.
something.
Okay.
Can I roll insight when he says Verity
Sure.
and see if he knew the whole time?
You totally knew.
You suspect he probably knew the whole time.
Okay.
I suck at disguising myself.
Well, no. You think he knew for a lot longer than just now, but when he first met her, you got the impression that no, he probably didn't recognize her. She had the goggles on, all that stuff. But somehow, some way, he figured something out.
Okay.
Jolly, do I have enough room in the cart to like get this?
Oh,
get
good.
this-
Yeah. Good
get
point.
the
Probably
treasure?
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I figured the cart
Um,
was probably like almost over full and very top heavy with all these
Yeah. Good point.
barrels.
Yeah. Incidentally, a lot of your delivery is to this place and to the place in Field Ward. But as you head down to Dockward, you the region you're heading into as you're going along, you start to notice that the mist, which is sort of filled the streets of Dockward, hasn't really dissipated from this particular section. It seems to linger a little bit longer, and with it is a more than like all of Dockward faintly smells of fish and excrement, just very faint excrement and a lot of fish. This place reeks of it. And it just hangs in the air here. The air actually feels very stagnant as you're going along. Give me perception checks.
Sewers flooded. Let me pull up my character sheet.
Everybody or just
No, just Izo.
okay.
You're too busy with your mimosas.
You're right.
Yeah.
If they have it.
I wish I had
Yes.
a mimosa.
As you're going along, you notice huddled in, like you could see people huddled in doorways and on stoops and stuff like that, covered in blankets. This looks like a exceptionally like poor section of the town. Like the smell isn't really of poop; it's mostly fish. And as you round a couple of corners, you realize that it's because you're nearing the enormous sort of cannery that dominates this square or this block. You can see that there is a slow, depressing line of workers heading into work. Most of them covered in heavy waterproof cloaks. Just sort of going to the drudge of everyday life. You're approached by a couple of employees of the cannery, these big burly half orcs. Start checking your papers. After a little while, you're able to make your delivery without much incident.
I don't like the way you said much.
Because like there's a lot of people sort of eyeing you. Give me an insight check.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to fight some bitches in the street. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of these workers are eyeing you. A lot of the people in the doorways are sort of eyeing you with your cart full of beer and your delicious donkey, or possibly delicious donkey. But they're watching you. Not with a 3, no, unfortunately.
Okay.
You fail to notice all of these things. But the half orcs are able to unload your cart.
That's what I get for being in a hurry.
And as you start to depart, you get about 100 feet down this road when a couple of guys sort of like come out from an alleyway and just sort of like block your path. Oh, there, friend.
Move
How's it
aside,
going?
please. Busy day.
Really now? Maybe we might be able to help.
No, thank you. Sybil and I have it down.
Oh, but your poor donkey here looks very tired. Rather old. I mean, you're dragging all those kegs by yourself.
Sybil's stronger than she looks.
Perhaps we could help. We could take a keg or two off your hands and deliver it
These are
for you.
already paid for and promised.
Exactly. Of course, just tell us where to go. We'll take it. Pay us a little bit of coin. It'll be fine.
Nope.
We just
Delivery
need
is
work,
mine.
sir.
Fucking
Are you
commies.
certain?
Just kidding.
Yes.
That's going to be a problem.
Not
and
for
you-
me, it won't be. And
And you see
I get my brass knuckles out of my pockets and put them on.
Okay, give me a intimidation check.
God damn it!
Man, you're
Man,
Shit.
Charlie,
Dude,
what are you
beat up
doing
some-
tonight?
beat
You're
up
not
some
you're not
starving
trained
folk.
in intimidation. I'm shocked.
No.
Okay.
He's too much of a fluffy
he's a
good
sweet
guy.
boy. Yeah.
He's so nice.
Sweet boy with brass knuckles in his pocket. Yeah. So
He grew up running when he could.
yeah, the people start sort of like gathering in the gathering all around you. when you suddenly hear like the sound of a metallic whistle, and down the street you see several of those half orcs are like coming back down.
Put it away. Hurry!
As they're approaching. You can see that they like reach to their belts and like pull out truncheons and start approaching. Is there a problem here, sir?
I look to are the two guys still blocking the road?
They're stepping like when they see this, their eyes get wide. They start taking several steps back and sort of off to the side.
I don't think so. Not with you here.
Right. Maybe we ought to see you out of this section. What do you say?
That would be much appreciated. I'd hate to hurt somebody.
Well, hey, we'll just clear the path for you. And they'll walk over to the two guys. Get out of his way. Yeah, sure. They get out of they step off to the side. Go on, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you. And I palm a silver to each guard.
Much obliged, sir.
Thank you. Busy day ahead.
As you're going along, you get probably 50 feet down the street when you suddenly hear like the sound of like bones snapping, and you can hear those guys who are blocking your path getting the shit beat out of them.
Ugh, I keep hustling.
Okay.
Wait, what race were those guys?
The guys were probably human.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
He's a good boy. Mildly racist.
Racism.
Mildly racist.
A good boy.
Good racism. Good old racism.
Speaking of good boys, so what's the
racism.
Mimosa Club do?
Stick my neck out for my own.
I'm looking for mimosas and cheese, obviously.
I'm
cheese-
ranting about how this one most
cheese
of
they have-
all orange shoes.
Cheese they have, and since Jim Heim's the one who wants, or no, who wants the mimosas so much?
King.
King. Go ahead and roll me a d20. See if the mimosas.
How many varieties of
To be clear, if
cheese?
they have them, I will take them.
Oz
they
is just
have
enjoying
mimosas.
himself.
Oh, I want
It's all you can eat. So dig in.
Oh yes,
Um,
you're having mimosas.
This is the best food Oz has had in who knows how long.
Mhm.
I come back to the table with two glasses in each hand.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, you guys should get to the counter before they run out, and I don't hand any to anybody. They're all mine.
And this is where this session dies. Never
Mimosas.
leave this scene.
I'm going
The whole
to.
session is brunch.
I do take some time once oh, thank you kindly, and I drink my mimosa and I pull out my my drum, and I just kind of get a little beat going. I get the beat going, and I ritually get this beat going, so it kind of comes on for like 10 minutes of me playing this drum, getting in the mood. I'm really feeling it, and then I hit it and I stop and I say, "Hark, my fair fellows, lest we fail to persuade my dear darling Derby to lend us his aid." And then, "Oh, Darby, please fetch me some food, one of everything." And my unseen servant that I just cast will start bringing me gourds and gourds of food as I just
Dog.
gorge myself on this continental breakfast of champions.
Fuck yeah. I just got a plate full of every kind of cheese that they have, which I can name all of them, and some bacon and one cookie and like 3 mimosas.
I'm trying to drink 2 glasses at once. You see, the trick is they make them really weak. You have to drink a lot of them.
Exactly.
Excuse me, sir. King, you feel somebody like pulling on your sleeve.
Yes?
It's a little gnome, spectacles, and he looks up at you. I'm sorry, sir, but I don't know how to put this. But the Kolya Towers does not have has a very strict no pet policy.
No pet?
We don't-
How do you mean?
We don't have any pets.
He like looks at Vivi, raises an eyebrow, and then looks back over to King. We have a no pet policy.
Oh, that kind of policy. Well,
What is he speaking of, Vivi?
I think it's best that I think you're Knoll friends. That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, they're back at the loft. Oh, did you see one of my retainers come in? Small creature, tall, Blackford, Knowlish.
No, I did not see any nose.
Mm,
Hey,
mm.
I see your nose right
Well,
there.
well, here I have an idea. How about just for the next hour, and I'll hand him 2 gold. That I can have this pet here. Huh?
What pet are you talking about? I'm still not sure what's going on.
I'll tell you when you're.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't believe you're a guest here. Is this correct?
I'm here visiting some friends. And also, this is a free city.
Yeah, you're eating food.
It's a
and you
free
get a room
city,
here.
but not a free breakfast. And he'll reach out and he'll take one of your
Whoa,
mimosa glasses.
whoa! Listen here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my friend right there.
He didn't get a room here, Oz.
Okay, well then he could just pay for it.
Well, pardon me, sir. I
We have
really
a no
think,
pet policy.
I
What
really
pet are you
think
referring to?
I really think you want to let him eat breakfast here, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on this guy.
Okay. And
So-
this is a wisdom save, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. I did say this guy was a gnome, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Oh, so he has spell
Oh,
resistance.
Advantage.
Sorry.
And
Ah!
he's failing. So
I'll say, I think it's okay just for today. We'll be all right, right? We're all friends.
And we'll pay
here.
for his breakfast. We know he didn't stay
No,
here.
no,
It's fine.
hey, Vivi, don't be crazy. I just wasted the spell slot.
well, he does look at the two, he looks at the 2 gold VV paid him. I think this should cover it. My mistake.
Yeah, there you go. I already paid him in
Okay, so
You folks have a good breakfast.
yes,
You
you
too,
too,
thank
sir.
you.
Okay, so
And
let's
please make sure in the future that you keep in mind that we do have a no pet policy. But until then, you have a good day.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
you
Fair
too.
enough.
Thanks.
Am I eating a baguette right now?
So we have about
Sure.
an hour to eat as much as we want, and then we should probably leave.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
no, Oz. Don't be offended, but I think that little gnome creature thought you were some kind of giant frog or something. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of that could
Yeah, I
explain
think
that.
he's on drugs, King. Don't worry about it.
He what?
Get up
I mean,
on the table.
I mean, I'm not the one who thinks that. It's that
I'm
little
sorry.
gnome,
Did you say you
apparently.
hopped on the table?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm staring this man down. Is he just walking away or what's going on?
He was kidding.
Well,
he
no,
was
this guy
kidding.
walked away a while ago. It's King who made that comment.
Right. But I thought he was saying it as the guy was walking away.
No.
Or yeah, the guy was like,
It's like a fluid scene, you know.
maybe.
I don't know.
You,
Okay.
give me an insight check, Oz.
Oh, me. Got it. I can't remember my own name.
9. Probably not. Okay.
Okay, probably not.
Yeah, you're not sure if that guy was talking about you or if he was talking about King or what.
Sure.
As he was talking about King.
Oh,
why would he think that I'm a pet?
I don't know.
I get down from the table.
Because he's sexist. That's why.
Your fur is too sexy.
Exactly. It's very
look, guys.
See,
true.
now that
Do you
makes
use
sense.
conditioner?
Of course.
Oh god damn! You gotta tell me what conditioner you use.
Look, conditioner's great. What about we talk about some important stuff? Like, what do we got to do with the building that we're?
Yes, I was wondering. We're all here drinking mimosas. I wonder what Izo's up to. I assume he's working or something lame.
Probably
like that.
making mimosas. That's what that guy does over there.
Oh yeah, actually, I passed by him on the way here. He's on a route delivering beer or something, and I just slapped the route paper he gave me on the table. He's gonna meet it back up with us when he's done.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Can we go meet him up?
Seaward, I'll have to skip that one. all together. Yep.
Well,
What? What's wrong with SeaWorld?
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
What's wrong is that they kill all the whales.
Yeah, they're really
Oz just watched
rude.
Blackfish the other day. Super woke.
Oz is woke.
I suppose we could wait, but I'm so interested in getting the business started.
Well, I wouldn't want to go look at
Is
it
he
without
coming back
Isa.
here? Because we only have an hour until this guy's going to get frustrated.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
said,
Well, I'm done with my mimosas. I don't know about you guys, but
I said he meet us back, but we have his route right here. We can circumvent that and just meet him halfway.
well, which
Yeah.
dungeon
Surely
did
that
he
will
look
cause
like he
any
was
kind
going to first?
I don't know.
We can meet up with him.
Yeah, according to the little map he gave us, he should be right around wherever it would say he would be around this point.
Judging from the map, you could probably ascertain that he's probably on the way of the dragon right now. Depending on how slow he was going, he's either on his way to the location. At this point, no, he's probably on his way back. So he's heading your way past you, essentially. Heading north.
Oh yeah, we can meet up with him, no problem.
what was his destination?
The next destination is probably Castleward.
Yeah.
Okay. The Hawkman?
I mean, he's good as the SeaWorld.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Birdman!
Yeah, maybe we try to catch him. I don't have nothing better to do today. I just made a shit ton of money yesterday, so I feel great about just being a bum today.
Yeah, I got 2 Harbor Moons out of Lucius. That was great.
Oh,
I'll tell you about it on the way.
Ooh,
That's-
fantastic.
I'm impressed.
I have questions, guys. Did you have a weird bird come into your room last night?
Bird? No?
No?
Not
No
that I can
anything-
recall.
Anything odd happened last night?
Well, now that you
Mm,
mention it, I went down Candle Street and saw passed by some really ugly lantern stopper and
Mhm.
talked to some girl hiding in an alley because she was scared of the ugly street person. And then I don't remember anything between that and getting back to my place.
Who was the girl?
Oh,
Was she a human?
I can't recall actually.
God,
Yeah.
was
In
she a human?
real life and in game.
Yeah, you have no memory, unfortunately,
Wow.
beyond that point.
In
Well-
real life and in game.
Well, I told everyone else last night, King, but there was another lantern guy off Filet Lane. Actually
Really?
murdered someone. I shot him in the shoulder. It was great, but then Saint Domain showed up. That was scary.
I mean, the guy I saw was pretty hideous, but it wasn't, gunshot wound hideous. He was missing some fingers. Was yours missing any fingers?
No, but he had a hat. Did your guy
I
have a
forget if
hat?
mine had a hat.
He, in fact, did have a hat.
He did have a hat, in
He had a
fact.
hat
The
and a
voice in my head
lantern?
just told
I think maybe I was just doing a lot of, experimenting last night. I was probably breathing in my own fumes.
You're probably right. That sounds
Probably.
pretty likely.
Probably.
What kind of bird was it?
A parrot?
A parrot.
it wasn't a raven? A raven would be like more thematic for the city, I feel like.
No, it was a parrot. And then it glowed,
Uh-huh.
and it was dancing.
Sounds like
And then
magic.
it came into my room,
Uh-huh.
and then there was some money on the ground. And then I touched the money.
Uh-huh.
It was gone.
Magic.
And then I hit the parrot, and then it blinded me. And then it
Obviously
left.
Magic. Yeah, so somebody was probably fucking with you. I don't know who, but somebody was definitely fucking with you. Or you were really fucking high, which is also possible. There was one of
I
the
was
two.
probably high.
Yeah.
King, you can give me a nature check.
Roll
Nope,
good
never mind.
night.
Continue. As you were.
Well,
Nice.
Hair rot?
Well, maybe we go out to the way of the
Now,
dragon.
you know what parrots are, King. That's TK.
I know. I'm just being an ass.
But do they know that you know what parrots are?
Duh. Well, let's go meet
So-
up with Izo.
That's a
Shall
good
we
idea.
go meet up with Izo, go to the main street, and wait for the pass? Lovely,
Sounds like
lovely.
a plan.
I take
And,
like
hasn't
3
already?
slices of Havarti cheese and I'm munching on it.
Also,
Okay.
did you
well,
guys see one of my retainers just wandering around this morning?
I take the mimosa and the glass and I walk out with it.
Okay.
do you mean those gnolls who you
Oh
saw last
yes.
time? But
Woke up this morning and one was not in our residence, which is mildly concerning.
Hmm.
Mm.
no, nothing here. I'll meet you guys out front. I'm going to go change out of these drab clothing, and I think.
Are you sure, Jim? If we're gonna stop by Seaward, you should stay in that disguise. Or pass by it, you should stay in that disguise. In fact, I feel like I need a mask. God fucking damn it.
No, I'm gonna risk it.
You're a goddamn
What's the
lunatic.
fun? Look how boring I look. This mullet looks terrible.
It does kind of look
God.
fucking awful, I gotta tell you that.
Hey, you look pretty stupid right now. I agree.
Yeah, I thank you.
And you're not
Thank-
patting your butt as usual, so it's pretty flat, so.
Well, I don't know about that. That looks great, I think. Well, I will meet you. I'm going to get out of these
Yeah.
duds.
Alright, yeah. I'll see you outside.
Like I said, frills are
Yep.
everything.
Frills
Okay,
and
so-
thrills.
So while Jimheim changes out of his, as you guys are waiting outside or out front the hotel, a gentleman approaches, sort of dull-colored clothing. You can see he has a badge of the city watch on him. Has a little notebook. Walks up, like he's like keeps checking it, looking up at you guys, checking it, looking up at you guys.
Ah, shit.
Are we in the establishment still, or are we
We're
outside the
outside.
establishment?
Like you're probably in the lobby or you're just outside. But the point is you're like mingling, waiting around for Jimheim.
Sure.
But the guy approaches. Excuse me, and he'll walk up to Vivi. Are you Vivi Venom?
I am indeed, good sir.
Please, yeah. Very nice. Seth
And who wants to
Crowley.
know?
Seth Cromley.
That was easy.
Seth, Inspector Seth Cromley. I'm with the City Watch.
Mhm.
Now, listen, Miss Venom.
Mhm.
I'm gonna nudge Vivi. Don't tell him anything.
I have in my report here that you, is it true that last night you were in Darkwood, you encountered some sort of assault in progress?
Yes, it was a witness, in fact, of the assault.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Is it also true that you saw this assailant attacking a priestess? You discharged your crossbow.
Correct?
He threw a knife. All this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, good. Sounds like Pollock did his job for once. All right then, Miss Venom, and he'll start signing something in his notebook, and he'll tear out a page.
Mhm.
I am afraid I'm going to have to issue you a summons, and he'll hand it to you
Okay.
for discharging a crossbow within the city limits. He'll
Oh.
hand it to you.
Okay.
Please report to the Magister at some point today. He will give you a fine, possibly pass an edict, something like that. Make sure you do it before tonight. Everything, otherwise everything should be fine. But don't make me have to come out here and hunt for you.
I know. I could pay the fine. I think it's probably out of the question that I give you the fine. That I'd have to give it to the Magister, right?
That is correct. I cannot accept any payments.
That's fine. Okay. Understandable. Thank you, Mr. Crowley.
You are very
Alright,
welcome, Miss Venom. May I recommend that you consider changing your very unfortunate illiterate name?
Nah.
If you say so, ma'am. You have a very good day.
You too. Thanks.
And he'll head off.
I take the paper from Vivi's hands What the hell?
Okay.
Are you fucking crazy? Give me that.
I look at it.
Yeah, it's a summons to appear before the magister
Just a
for the
fine.
crime of discharging a crossbow in in the city limits.
Does it say how much money?
No, the magister will determine that.
God damn it! Why do you tell him the truth?
It's not a great idea to lie either. To the
mean,
watch. I don't need to get into any more trouble.
I mean, Oz has a point. I don't know if we have time for you to be caned or have any hands cut off or whatever
I
punishment
don't
they deem
think
for
they
this.
do that. They just make you pay a fine.
That's all?
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why I
actually,
wish I
that's
could
not
give it
true.
to him, and that's not how
It
that works.
depends on the offense, I believe.
I mean, I was hitting the assailant.
Wait, so some of them do have corporal punishes and then other ones
Yeah,
are just
depends on
fines?
the
That seems confusing.
I mean, it depends on what you did. The magister will determine. I don't know.
We'll just use a more straightforward legal system, just never will.
What'd they do over there where you were at?
Oh, just really depend on what, the king or any of his advisors deemed. Didn't usually, ask for fines, because, pretty much all the wealth was owned by the, royal family, but I don't know, this whole fine thing's so odd to me. Anyway, Cameron.
Whatever.
Wait, what time did you say to go by again? Fuck, I don't know if I actually want to go. Damn it. It sucks.
You said any time today.
He just said it.
Anytime? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Jim Heim, do you read?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I come.
Yep. Yeah, and you guys head out to the Way of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You can spot him. He's actually gained some ground. He's about 500 feet. But you can dart.
We catch
What?
up to him. you
Yeah.
said?
There's a fart.
It cuts you. It cut you
You
off.
cut out
Oh,
of
god damn.
Yeah,
damn
now
it.
you're lagging a little.
Yeah,
bit.
you can
Oh. Now you're lacking. Cool.
joy.
But yeah, farts.
So we smells farts all over.
Yeah, we're following the smell of the farts, and we're trying to find them.
You can see
Oh,
those
he's
carts.
my robust
It's carts.
friend.
Oh, his cart.
I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Makes a lot more sense than farts, idiots.
Yeah, but it was funnier.
Yeah, but farts. Hee hee.
Ugh.
He's a good
Now
chap.
that we're finally done with breakfast.
Seriously.
Hey man, this is a talk.
So we'll go
I know.
catch up.
I know.
with
I
Izo's
have no
cart.
right to complain.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go catch up with Izo's cart then.
Yeah.
Hello, Izo.
Hello,
Morning.
friends.
How did you sleep?
Very well.
I guess we're all walking with you now.
Your King showed us your path. We thought we would begin to discuss our business plans with this property arrangement, and
Yeah.
Vivi might have to go to court. And exciting day ahead
Yeah,
of us.
if we pass by, I'll just stop by and I'll pay whatever.
Did you guys read the news?
I did
Haven't
not
had
actually.
time.
Apparently
sorry.
the Lantern Man is back.
I'm gonna just have I'm randomly just gonna have a newspaper in front of me. I don't know how I got it.
Yeah, totally.
I stole it from somebody, probably back pocket. I don't know. Can I roll a sleight of
Yeah,
hand?
like-
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll just assume like you're walking past a guy who's got a paper in his pocket. You just reach over and grab it in like one swift motion.
Sounds
Lantern
good.
Man is back? Where does it say that?
Oh.
That was before. That's
Oh, never mind. That's the wrong day. Oh, he was
captured.
captured.
yeah.
Look at that.
We found that out. Remember?
But you know that that's not true. Is that right?
Well, yeah, but we're not supposed to tell it. Well, just don't fucking
Well-
start
Maybe I
panicking.
should solve it.
Well, I mean, it could be a good story, right?
Yeah. And then he went up
Yeah.
and
Maybe
pay
we
a fine.
don't tell anyone, and then we tell the story
Well-
afterwards.
Well, we
and then we
already
become famous because
know-
We're the
And then we get more business.
yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We'll be the well, they'll call us the truth.
The what?
The truthers.
The truth.
We'll know the truth.
Yeah,
Everybody
That's a
else was
bad
wrong,
name.
but we know the truth.
we know the truth.
It was the government all
What was that
along.
word you were using yesterday? The plebeians?
No.
I didn't think I said that in front of you.
Oh wait, I guess
No,
you
you
did.
didn't.
What did you
No.
call
You
us?
a plebeian, but
You're right. You were talking to
I am-
Vivi.
Vivi, yeah.
I am sluicing with the plebeians now.
Being very classist.
How dare you talk about Oz and Ezo like that? They are fine acquaintances.
I mean,
I don't-
I'm a plebeian, pretty much.
I don't mean it as an insult. I think it's cool. It's cool.
It is cool.
It's not
Why
me who's classist. It's the city.
Wait, okay. Josh, what the fuck does this say? Residents are reminded to please kennel their dogs. Oh, to please kennel their dog. Okay. I was reading that so wrong, and it was really, really fucking with me. Never mind. Please, their kennel dogs. So, what?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh,
What's this city doing?
oh, okay.
Holy. Okay, never mind.
What is this? Oz? What does that say about the Owlbear Grand?
What is the Owl Bear Grand Prix?
So you
that a
guys
fuck-
know that the Albert Grand Prix is a race that's held every year, not directly in Waterdeep, but it's just
Is it a
like to the
go-kart
east.
race?
It's not a go-kart race. It is a race where teams get together. They
Double dash?
build. No, they build wagons, like racing wagons, hitched to owlbears, and race across a track, or race through a longer track, I should say, outside of the city. They're qualifying. It's like probably the biggest sporting event of the season.
I thought owlbears were like somewhat intelligent.
They're not sentient, if that's what you're wondering. No, they're animals.
Okay.
And even if they were
Sure.
slightly intelligent, that wouldn't stop them. They race, they
Bears
race
are
so
pretty-
good.
Bears are pretty intelligent. Owls are kind of intelligent. It makes sense that owl bears would be kind of intelligent.
They're like, yeah, I think their intelligence is like 2 or 3 or something like that, but it's not.
Okay.
They don't have a sentient. Like think dumb dolphin.
Intelligent enough to know if I whip them, they should go.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's again the biggest sporting event of the season. There are qualifying events actually held all throughout the year. The final qualifier, as it says, is on the 18th.
Do people
is-
bet on this? Is
today
there like legal
Oh yeah,
betting?
people
Yeah.
bet on it, and the winning pot of the Owlbear Grand Prix is usually in excess of like 10,000 gold.
So the question here really is, will we make more from winning it or more from rigging it?
I like the way you think, King. I like the way you think. We got all this money. Why don't we make more money?
Yeah, I bet Vivi could build a pretty sweet wagon.
Oh,
Did not see that coming.
I fucking hate
Where would we get the owl?
I love
I fucking
the
can.
one thing you put on there, and you're like, they're not gonna do anything with that. It's just in there.
Well, no, I didn't know
Oh.
if you do that, but the idea of rigging did not cross my mind somehow.
I mean, I could build the wagon, but where the fuck are we gonna get our own owlbear? What are we
Or
entering our
tinkle.
own
No.
owlbear?
No, with rigging it, maybe you could mess up other people's wagons. Choose the wagon.
Oh.
I have
That
a great
was-
plan.
that was-
I have a great plan.
Okay, we gotta find out. Go ahead.
Gemheim, you're good
Oh,
with
I can
disguising,
definitely
right?
loosen up a lot of.
Yes,
the
you
bull
saw
wings
the
wagons.
mullet.
Right. You could disguise Ezo as an owl bear.
That's a
They're about
terrible.
the same
one.
size, right?
No.
No, thank you.
No.
And then after that, we hook them up
No.
to a cart. And then
No.
after that, we destroy all the other carts and we loosen them up. And then we don't even have to go very fast, and we'll win.
No. No.
I
We'll
I
just
think I'm
no.
gonna pick up Oz and sit him on the cart. Little cousin, I am not an animal to be hitched.
Yeah, not now.
Not ever.
We're not putting Ezo out there. That is a terrible idea.
We don't even need an owlbear. We just have to find a patsy who has no chance of winning, so they won't ask for much of a cut.
All I could
and
do,
then
I
ensure
could
they
just
win.
rig the carts. It's that easy. I could just I get my wrench. I could loosen a few nuts on the cart. The wheels will come off mid-race, except for the one we want to win and bet on. Boom, fucking easy money.
And then we kill the opponent's owlbears just to make sure.
No killing, no killing, King, and no putting Ezo in an owlbear costume. That's
I'm pretty sure if Xanathar catches you cheating the race, he'll kill you all.
That's actually probably a good point.
Yeah, wait, do we
If
know
he catches
who
us.
does this betting stuff?
So
What's the run by?
it would include any number of people would bet on this race. Like you're going to have
It's town-wide.
basically separate pools of
But
people
like
betting on it.
But does the city have like a legal thing that they do? Like
It
not
does. It does.
Who runs that? Is that just the city? who
That
runs
would
it?
be a gentleman by the name of Youre Rednecks.
Oh,
Oh, our friend Mr. Redknuckle.
so we
Oh
already
yeah,
know
let's
that.
not fucking touch that. We could just
Well,
bet on
I don't know.
We're like
Sometimes
normal
people-
people and
There's
not
something
rigging
else
it.
I should mention because
Maybe
again,
in on it.
the Owlbear Grand Prix, somebody mentioned like where are we going to buy an owlbear or something like that. That's a good point. Like people who own owlbears are nobles. Typically,
Fucking
you get a
rich.
sponsorship. Yeah, you get a sponsorship from a noble, and they give you they rent you their owlbear for the race.
And they've probably
So,
been
if
training
you're rigging it,
owlbears forever.
not only would you necessarily be crossing people betting on it, you'd also be crossing important, influential individuals if they caught you.
Terrible
If they
idea,
caught you.
actually.
Maybe we shouldn't rig it. Maybe we should just win.
Yeah, we could just bet on it, for funsies.
How about we still rig it?
No,
We don't.
absolutely
on
not.
your own.
We barely rig it.
I'm not affiliated
On
with
your
you
own.
if you are rigging it.
Is it rigging?
All we gotta do is
if we
lose
just
a
have-
little cards before the race.
Is it rigging it if our card is just better than theirs because of our access to wondrous,
Rockets?
cutting-edge technology? Yes, rockets.
I'm
What
absolutely
a rocket.
not rigging that race.
Still rigging. What if oil
improving
just happens
improving
to,
your cart, like what King was saying, improving your cart to be better than everybody else's is not rigging. In fact, contestants build their own carts. So there you go.
I'm still going with the Ezo bear.
Nope. That's that.
plan.
Nope.
And if Vivi's card, custom fit with all of her technology, wins the Grand Prix, that is a great way to show the entire city the merit of her artifice. Isn't that right?
But what noble is gonna sponsor us with their owlbears?
I mean, I could just, or instead we could,
That could be the owlbear.
we could upgrade someone's cart, so to say. And, obviously theirs is upgraded, so they're gonna win. We don't need to, mosey anything else. Just, you're like, hey, we're gonna give this, well, I guess it's hard to probably convince somebody that this will actually upgrade their cart.
So you guys come up to an intersection. If you keep going north, you're heading into Trade and Castle Ward. The first building for purchase. However, this would be the last good junction to get off at. If you guys want to head there.
Head where?
To the first building that's for sale. If you want to go check it out.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
building for sale.
There was one in
Yeah.
this area.
Yeah,
Is
those
this
are marked.
the,
Those are marked in blue.
Is this the cheap one?
Oh, nice.
This would be the cheapest one. Yes, this would be
The narwhal.
the happy Lick Narwhal, aka the happy little narwhal.
So with
Nah.
the letter of credit, that letter of credit's good for 10K, correct?
That is correct.
So the other two buildings, which the price is above 10K, will we have to gather up the difference before? we
You would
get
have to
it, or
either
is that
gather
just
the
a
difference
lump?
or take out a.
And if we get the 8,501 with the 10,000 credit, we'll be able to get the difference in cash.
No, the credit is purely for the purchase of
Purchasing.
that.
Yeah, you
Dang,
cannot
okay.
get it in cash. At all.
Unless we sell it.
Well, I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Do we want to just check them all out, or
Nah.
Um,
I say,
I-
well,
then
Always
I'm not
some-
particularly interested in this narwhal place, to be frank.
I say we at least check out the Masters of the Brew-Universe. That's only 1,000 more than what the
That one
I mean,
seems
definitely
so
wanna-
good. It's just
wanna-
his
That's the
calling.
one I want too.
Yeah, we could scrounge up 1,000 gold without too much
Yeah.
trouble.
I don't wanna get
technically,
too
if
fancy.
you guys factor in the cachet that you haven't exploited, combined with the money that you already have from it, you should have more. You should have enough to cover that.
All right.
10K plus. It should be like a grand total of over 1,000.
If we go
that
back
cachet.
and get the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, if you go
then
back and get the rest of it.
Yep. After the delivery.
Yeah, we gotta
Okay.
deliver stuff first.
So maybe we continue with Izo's delivery and then
Okay.
Masters of the Brew-Universe when by there. Does that sound good to everyone?
Also,
Okay.
I assume
So
the
after
if we
what'd you
pass
say?
by the magistrate, wouldn't that be in Castle Ward probably?
yeah, actually, I have a marker on there. It's an.
It's an orange.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's over
okay.
by.
I
It
see
says
it.
like Verity's court date.
Yeah.
We can split up at this intersection,
Yeah.
and then after I deliver, I can meet you guys over at the court,
Yeah.
or however you wanted to split the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just go pay the fine real quick, and yeah, we'll meet back up here.
Okay.
Or meet at this intersection.
Sure.
Before you don't have enough money for the fine.
We'll catch
Questions?
Masters of the Brew-Universe on the way back downtown.
Right.
Across the field with.
Refresh me on this Waterdavian law. Is trial by combat an option?
No.
So strange.
Yeah.
Okay. So Izo.
Izo, would you like anyone to stay with you?
I think someone definitely should stay with Easy.
I'll stay with Izo.
Yeah, good idea.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't want to be seen around. That's a
We can brush up on the more gruff mannerisms of the city for your Julian disguise.
exactly.
Okay. So Izo and Jimheim, you guys head north to the delivery site. It's and when you get there, it's directly across the street from a very unusual site. It is one of those giant walking statues that, giant formerly walking statues that sort of dot Waterdeep. It's called the Hawkman because it is a humanoid with a hawk's head. It's in a weird position in that one of its arms actually is outstretched, palm up, and overhangs the city street. The bar that you're catering to, or that you're, actually, it does kind of look like or Horus, I should say.
I was wondering if it was Rob or Horace.
Mm-hmm.
It was 50-50 shot.
Yeah. But as you're you can see that as you're delivering kegs in there, Izo, that occasionally a rope ladder will descend from that outstretched arm and people will climb down from it. Once in a while you'll see basically a chain drawn elevator sort of descend from it with somebody who appears to be a little infirm. As you're taking your time, examining it, it looks like actually people live in that arm. Like they have high-end apartments up there for people who want a really nice view. But after you're done delivering Izo, you and Jimheim continue towards your intended meeting place. Let's see, you get it right about. We'll say right about here. When your path is sort of obstructed by a passing parade of ox-drawn carts carrying like silk, coal, and various other goods. So you have to wait for a little bit.
Okay.
And as you guys are sitting there, Jimheim, you probably, I think you have the higher of the wisdom.
Yeah, mine's 8.
Okay.
I got 12.
Okay, yeah. So Jimheim would notice that off to the side, you can see there appears to be what looks to be like a it's a candy store and like a stationery store. Looks like and a bit of a florist shop. It looks like something that, as you're sort of looking over at Jimheim, it's actually well placed for people who are working at Castle Ward. They just got off and they want to pick up a gift for their wife or girlfriend on their way home from work. Perfectly placed. But staring into the shop window are 3 familiar faces. A little girl about 12 years old, a tiefling boy, and a dark-skinned sort of chubby kid, all sort of staring into this shop window, looking at various sweets.
I get pictures now. Yay!
Yeah, I found the art form.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Izo. Look who it is. It's our friends.
Oh, the little ones. Good to see they're still safe.
I'll cast a message into the mind of the mute one,
Nah, okay.
and just say, "Hey there, good to see you, lovely."
Like she perks up and like looks around, like looks over her shoulder, and just sort of gives you a big smile. The other kids like turn around. They all stare at each other. And Squidly's just like, huddle. And they all start whispering to each other. After a few seconds, they all break and head over to you guys.
Watch your pockets.
Hello. How are you all doing today?
Jenks is just like, oh, we're pretty good. How are you guys doing? Did you find the cat killers?
We did. There were these little crazy purple people, and my good friend Izo here took care of them.
We beat them up real good.
Squidly just gets excited. Oh, did you give him what for? And he like starts punching the air.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
But I want to grab, when he's punching the air, I actually want to like grab his arm and like shift it up and get him in like the right punching position.
Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah. Starts punching at the air again. He is obviously just an excited kid. No form to it.
Yeah.
He quickly like forgets the stance that you just showed him. Damn it, Ryan.
Yes. I endorse this message. Izo would look great in a red bow.
Oh god.
I've been doing that this whole time.
Jeez.
Uh,
Well, you kids, stay safe now, okay? Don't get into trouble. I saw you look. Well, we're waiting to pass here. You guys helped us so dearly in finding that place yesterday. Why don't I treat you all to a snack? What do you say?
they all give you a big smile.
All right.
Nat gives you a little wink.
And as I say that, I kind of I then cast message into her mind, and I say, "Don't worry, I'll get you the biggest one."
She gives you like a shit-eating grin. Gives you a little thumbs up.
And yeah, I'll go inside the candy shop and get them all. Let them all pick out a candy.
Okay, yeah. As I do, give me a perception. Both of
Oh
you.
god, they're gonna steal from us.
Yeah, can could we all be on the lookout? Because I mean, come on. At this
It's just
point,
the two of us.
It's just the two of them together.
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
The two of us.
Unlucky.
God damn it.
Nope.
Reroll.
Yo,
Reroll it.
I'm,
Reroll it.
I'm swindled by their charm.
Um, Yep. So you guys head into the candy store. You start looking around. Like the kids are just in awe at all the various stuff. Nat goes over to the flowers and starts smelling them.
I'm staying outside with the cart.
Okay. The owner comes out after a few seconds, Jim Heim, and just gets is taken aback at these urchins in his shop.
I say, don't worry,
See, yeah, what's all this here?
don't worry. I'm buying some candies. A lot. They helped favor, and I'm just buying them some treats. We're all on the up and up here. Don't worry.
All right. Make sure you keep your hands where I can see them, though. He's talking to kids, obviously.
Well,
The kids all nod.
Presumptive there. These are good children. They helped me out yesterday.
Yeah, whatever. Look, are you buying or not?
Yes,
You know, honestly, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if they were. Yeah. Again, just keep your hands where I can see them, kids.
So rude. I look at all the children. So
They're all
Trusting
just like
all.
so rude. But it's like, yeah, I don't know what this guy's problem is.
So please, I'll have them choose out their candy. I'll
Mhm.
buy each of them one candy.
Okay. Yeah, Jinx picks out candy. Nat picks out candy. Squidly picks out 2 candies.
No, Squidly.
Yep.
Squidly, just one.
Okay. He looks from one hand to the other. Okay. Walks over, puts the candy back.
Squidly. Well, I'm watching you, Squidly.
Give me a perception check.
I'm not watching that good, probably. 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, you can see Squidly puts the candy back.
Okay, Squidly. Good job.
Mhm.
Well, okay. So, how much for those candies?
He'll look at it. 5 gold.
5 gold for 3 candies.
Probably like.
Yep.
Yep.
What is this kind of place?
Let's see.
What the fuck are in these candies? Are they fucking massive?
Kind of place I don't really like kids in. 5 gold for these good kids.
1.
My lord. Well, 5 gold. That's about how much candy I ate in a day back in my childhood.
And it's
5.
4 pieces, by the way.
No, I'm sure we put that one back. It was 3.
No, not him. And he points to Jinx. Him. Jinx is Jinx just gets very red. Huh?
Jinx. Oh. Can't take these street children anywhere.
It dawns on you that Squidly might have been distracting you on purpose.
They're
Well,
a good team.
they are clever. I'll give them that. Fine, 5 gold it is. And we'll get out of your hair, but you should be a nicer person. They're just children. For the sake.
Noted. You reach it. You reach for your coin purse. Pull out the money. Produce it. Everything seems to be kosher.
Yeah, I was worried about it, but I was like, Gemini wasn't worried about it. Eric was very worried about it.
No, everything seems fine. No point in robbing you right before you buy them candy.
That's what I thought. I'd hope they were that smart.
No.
So I give him his 5 gold.
Yep.
And just for safekeeping, I'm gonna tuck my gold pouch in my vest rather than putting it around my waist.
Okay, yeah, as you do that, you hear Nat giggle. She elbows you and heads up.
When the kids come back out, I want to tell them a couple of places where the store owners are hard of seeing, little hard of seeing, and slow.
The kids all smile at each other. Squidly's like, "Hey, thanks, mister. That's pretty nice of you."
There you go, Izo. I like it. Yeah, this guy was a right old asshole.
Living on the streets is hard.
Yeah, you're telling me. Let's get out of here. Nat just sort of waves at all of you, gives you like does a little finger wiggle at Jimheim. Jenks comes up. I'm pretty. Well, I'm sorry about the candy.
Oh, hey, I just you just make me look bad. Be a little sneakier next time, huh?
Oh, I'll try. Sorry. Okay. Well, anyway,
Hey, and take care of your friends, huh? You guys stick together.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Shame about the kitten though, and he starts walking off.
So, we knew about that kitten.
Yeah, you saw him with the kitten.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, wasn't the kitten fine when we saw them?
Yeah.
What happened to the fucking kitten?
Do you ask?
Yeah.
What happened to the fucking kitten?
Jenks is just like, oh, the kitten's fine for now. It's just we don't have any money for milk for him. Pretty sad. Anyway, see you guys.
These damn children. All right.
The
Here you go.
third man I named has
Call
milk.
bullshit on that. Such bullshit. Come on.
You give me an insight check if you want.
100%
No.
bullshit.
Johan's giving him two more gold.
Insight.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fucking bad.
Jenks is like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks, mister. You're a real nice guy.
Maybe too nice, but whatever. Go get some milk.
He smiles at you.
These kids are fucking rich.
Yeah, this is in addition to Verity and King's money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, I forgot you guys also gave me one.
Yeah,
Food
they
for the
stole our
money
money.
last night already.
Well, they just haven't broken it out yet. So I mean,
I hope these kids don't get beaten up by older kids for their money.
but as they're Jenks waves to you, Jimheim, you feel as he's sort of walking away, you remember the first time you performed on stage and got a serious applause, and just the sort of feeling of warmth of empowerment. Let's see. Damn it, Kyle. And yeah, you just guys watch them head into a side alley.
Well, Izo, that was kind of nice. It is. I need to spend more time with you. It can be. It's nice to give people things, huh?
I haven't often had anything to give.
I've always said never do it. It seems pointless. What good does it do for me?
Maybe you should spend more time on the streets. I can tell you when I was coming up, there were no nice doofuses like you walking about with a
Well, I'm going to take that one as a compliment.
Izo grins at you and just pats you on the shoulder. Can we get onto the street now?
Yeah, so you guys are getting onto the street. As you do, though, you suddenly hear like a commotion in the alleyway. And coming out of the alley are the three orphans. They're marching like very slowly, heads down. And they all like come out of the alley, form up a little line, and a guardsman, a city watchman, steps out with them, staring him down. And he's just like, you kids, what are you doing in this part of town? And they're all just like, Deskwoodley's just like, we were just looking for money, getting sweets. Where'd you get sweets from? They, Squidley like points to Jemima.
We're watching this happening.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that was me. These kids helped me out with some directions last night, so I paid them back with some sweets. Nothing uncouth here. They were just going to head back home. I brought them up and escorted them to some sweets, and now they're heading back home to Dock Ward, aren't you, children?
The kids just nod. The guardsman sort of strokes his steel-colored beard and kneels down in front of Nat and the others. Now, kids, is there anything you want to tell me? Anything in your pockets you want to show me? The kids look at each other, and Nat very hesitantly reaches into her coat and pulls out Vivi's coin purse. And she looks over at Jenks, and Jenks reaches into his cloak and pulls out King's. And they present it to him. He'll pick them up, and he'll like look at the coin purses. Sir, are these yours?
I wouldn't recognize these.
Probably. Well, you know what? Give me an intelligence check.
I'm trying to think. Like I've been kind of playing at the Gemheim. Did not remember that they had been robbed. It's like not associating that having happened because it didn't happen to him, so he didn't remember it.
And Izo, yes.
So who is this guy?
You know who it is.
Oh my god, you asshole!
But he just goes. So these aren't yours, sir?
And I don't recognize them.
Gave them to the children last night.
Mine probably looks very eccentric.
Oh,
yeah, one might be sparking. Who knows?
I just maybe some
And
pink
ticking.
on it.
Jolly, did you hear what I said?
Yeah. Yeah, looks up at you. He doesn't even look at you. Keeps talking to Jimheim.
what he said?
Oh.
It
So
was a
these
gift.
do belong to you guys. And he looks down to the kids. They all look to each other and look at Jimheim.
Oh.
And then Nat nods her head really quickly.
I look back at Izo.
Come along, children. We have many deliveries left before we're done for the day.
The guy kneels back down, hands the kids back their coin purses. And he'll just go, now listen, kids, you stay out of trouble, okay? Don't go... I know you're kind of out of your depth right now. You listen to this nice man, and he points to Jimheim. You do what he says, and you stay out of trouble, okay?
Well, I'm not really the nice one. He's the nice one. I'm the sexy one.
Izo's very tense right now, like visibly tense.
You think you guys can do that for me? Think you can keep your noses clean? The Ed Jenks is like, yeah, sure. That's a good boy. And he pats his head. And he'll reach into his purse, and he'll produce a pair of gold coins and hand them to Jenks and Nat. Nat, that's a good kid. And you guys, you run along, okay? You have a good day.
I just gave him a pair of gold coins. So you think he is coming up and giving him a pair of gold coins to man of the hour.
The Nat and Jenks like look at him, then they look at each other, and they look over at Squidly, just sort of shrug and start heading to you. Squidly starts walking over to you, and then he grabs Squidly by the tail. Whoa, where are you going?
He's with us.
He like picks up Squidly. Did you hear me? Where are you going? I'm going with them. Are you now? Yeah. I don't want to see you around here again. With him or not. Got it? Yeah. Good. He drops him. Now get the fuck out of here. Squidly like starts backing away and runs over to Jimheim and Izo.
I'm gonna hoist all three of them into the cart.
Okay.
Start moving down the street.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah, I know.
avoid him.
I do that a lot. Ryan.
I know.
It's fun.
I don't even like notice it in my I know, but I don't notice
It doesn't faze me one bit.
It does.
Yeah.
I
I
think
made
it was phasing me because it was like it was very similar voice on each character. And stuff.
My voice is going a little bit. Sorry.
It's okay. It's just funny.
Yeah.
You have to avoid him, children. He's nothing but bad. all bad.
Jenks
Learn
like holds
his
out a coin.
route.
He,
Stay away from it. Stay away from it.
Jenks holds out a coin. He gave us money.
Well, by the way,
Well-
I forgot that you robbed our friends the other night. Why do you need money for your cat? You should be fine. How much does your cat cost? This is ridiculous.
Uh, eh,
These
They just
kids
smile.
probably have like 50 gold on them.
Well, what do you think, Izo? I don't. Should we want to get our friends' money back? You seem to. You tell you. This is your domain. I will let you.
They picked them fair and square.
Fuck.
Keep the money, but give us back the purses.
That's a
fair.
good choice.
That's
I
fair.
like that. And don't take my money, okay? I got it up here in my vest now, so it's be a little harder.
Nat blushes and just like reaches into her shirt and pulls out a gold coin and hands it to you without looking.
Now
Oh,
I've
well,
got
you can keep the coin. Don't worry about that.
Squidly is just like sitting in the back of the cart, just like very quiet. Oh, forgot to show that guy to you. Anyway, meanwhile, so
Oh.
Verity, Oz, and what's his face? Kid, yeah, you. Yeah. You guys, so you head over to the Magister's office.
Mhm.
The main courtyard there, like it's a big bustling plaza. I just realized
you're
this
such a
stuff-
dickhole.
Yeah.
let's
I'm
see.
also I'm putting my ponytail and a hat, and I'm also putting my goggles on. 'Cause fuck this shit.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are actually in like the main city square, civically speaking, because that's the Palace of Waterdeep next to you, where most of the high end officials are. You can actually see people from all sorts of races and nationalities, sort of like moving about. You see some guys in red robes with weird tattoos on their heads. You see nobles in very pompous, poofy dresses. Being escorted by guys in purple dragon-themed armor, all sorts of people moving about here. Verity, so you can head into the Magister's office. It's a small wait, but after a little bit, the Magister will just sort of like see you, look
just
over your paperwork.
Have the ticket.
Okay, so let's see. Says here discharging crossbow. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, we haven't received any reports about this incident. I hope you understand the seriousness of the situation, ma'am.
Of course I did. You know.
According to this, you hit the man. Is that correct?
Yes, he was the assailant.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have
Doesn't
any
matter.
evidence or proof of that right now. Till the investigation's cleared up. Ma'am, you understand, you're looking at an assault here, possibly attempted murder. If it comes to find out that that man was in fact innocent, you understand that, right?
Yeah. But I know he wasn't. So I'm not
Fair
that
enough.
worried about it.
Ma'am, I'm not judging.
What if
I
he
know,
deserved
I know.
it?
I'm not.
Shh,
Listen, I'm
King.
not in a
Wait,
position.
am I here?
Yeah, yeah, you can all be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether Verity wants you here or not.
This is all a misunderstanding. She didn't do anything.
Don't listen to them. They're gonna.
Listen, I'm not judging. Whatever. Point is, I'm just letting you know. Okay. Anyway, that being said, the police report of the incident says you were very cooperative. And again, nothing in his report is contradicting anything you're telling me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to waive the fine for right now. Okay, how about that?
Oh well, that's very.
Okay, now I'm going to have to issue an edict. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No discharging weapons in the city limits.
Of course.
In fact, quite honestly, how about this? I'm going to put an edict.
Shh, shut up, Oz.
Well, according to this, you shot him on purpose, sir.
did.
But anyway,
I I did.
The point is, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna just write down here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask that you don't carry weapons in the city limits. For let's go with a month, okay?
Okay.
You could just
I'll
just
put
do that
my
till.
crossbow away. Yeah, I'll just put it back. I won't carry it with me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that from you, ma'am.
Kind Justicar,
That's
I
fair.
have a
Okay,
question.
that's fair.
I'm a
No.
magister, sir.
No.
Kind
Yeah,
Justicar.
Majesty.
Magister, I have a quick question. I'm new to this city and its
Oh,
laws.
welcome to Waterdeep.
I have a quick question about this
I
system.
love you.
Say if we find this Edith and dispose of this madam, will this effect go away and be null?
Yeah, we could probably see something. You see clear to once it's all cleared up. Possibly. That being said, we've got again discharging a crossbow. Not a good look,
Mhm.
So
Where one might find this Edith?
Edith? No, not Edict, sir. Edict.
Well, who's Dick?
So we have to find this person's dick and dispose of it, and then this nonsense will be all null, correct?
I apologize greatly for these two. They're really drunk.
Drunk.
I did have a mimosa.
It was only formal. They make them weak on purpose.
Maybe
You know.
that's the wrong thing to say.
Everyone knows this. They make them weak on purpose. That's how they get set up as a continental breakfast.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to calm down now, okay?
I am perfectly calm.
King. Oh yeah, you're calm. Okay. Shh.
Look,
King
he's calm.
Oz, how about go wait outside, please?
That might be a good.
Honestly, I'm starting to think that you're not. Maybe you need some escort. You need a help home. We can call somebody for you. I mean, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning, guys. But I mean,
Seriously.
Hey, she's an escort too.
oh, okay. I did not know. Okay, well, everybody's gotta make their coin somehow.
Well,
Well, either way, just keep. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm gonna have to ask you not to carry the weapons, and other than that, I think we're done here, Miss Venom.
Correct. That. Vivi Venom. That's me.
Barons gave you that name
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
sorry,
dad was
you
a
had a
dick.
rough childhood.
I really did.
Clear.
I don't
Okay,
like
well-
my dad.
Okay, well, that's not part of my job. You
Yeah,
guys
that's
take care
fine.
now.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
As you guys are heading out of the office, you can see that a large crowd has gathered across the plaza, and standing on the top of some steps, sort of posing and preening, is a very well-dressed man with a silver cane. People are like asking questions and stuff like that. And Victor Saint Domain is just sort of waving at them. Yes. Thank you. A halfling wearing one of those straw hats with like the little ribbon on it that you see reporters wear in old timey movies. It's just like, excuse me, Mr. Saint Domain, Zip Martin with a Waterdeep wazoo. Okay, just a moment of your time, sir. Mr. Saint Domain, you've managed to capture numerous criminals, serial killers, psychopaths over the course of your extended career here, sir. But now everybody really wants to know, how do you do it, sir? How do you do it? Victor Saint Domain, please, I can't take credit for my accomplishments. Not really. When I look back at it all, I can't take credit for my divine blessing of being so intelligent. That's the work of the gods,
What a
And I
pose
can't-
this one is.
I can't really take credit for my looks, but you know what? I can take credit for my dashing fashions. That being said, if you'd like to know, I've just written a book, and he'll pull out a copy of a book that says, it reads, "How I Do It: the life and mind of Waterdeep's
Oh my
greatest
God.
detective," with an introduction by Volothamp Gedarm.
This is all this guy's fault. He's the reason why you even have to pay this stupid fine.
No, it's not. I'm the reason I had to pay it. I got caught.
Either way, I can't stand seeing someone with such an ego.
So,
I mean,
so tell me, Mr. Sentiment, how did you catch the lantern, man? Trust me, it'll all be in the paper over the following days. I don't want to spoil anything. Just know that that man will certainly hang.
come on.
Everybody just everybody.
Alive! I'm yelling it out.
Shut the fuck up.
You
You're
yelled it.
crazy. I
Yeah.
will
You yell
fucking
it across the
tackle
closet?
you to
Okay.
the ground if you're gonna yell.
Okay, you
that.
yell it. Verity immediately tackles you to the ground.
Shut the fuck up.
The crowd. The crowd like turns
You're not
back.
gonna fucking notice me. Are you serious?
The crowd like turns back and like starts looking around. They can't like they are looking at like normal eye height, so they don't really see anybody.
Oh,
See this girl running,
Okay,
like wrestling something on the ground. Give me a I guess what the fuck would this be? A charisma check?
Huh?
Give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
No, Oz.
Wow! That's why are we all rolling? No,
Wow.
that's a-
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We're not fighting. It doesn't matter.
Josh
Yeah,
has
so, yeah,
rolled
they just see-
20 set to hard tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, they just see this girl and this goblin wrestling on the ground. Somebody does like start writing something down. Turns back, and
Oh,
they
do you
just keep.
think? Oh, do you think that lantern person we saw might have been the one that's in the news? I said that to Verity, and she's just on the ground.
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It's totally a different guy.
Hey, get off of me!
Yeah, I just need you to not do that.
Look,
We don't need to bring attention to ourselves.
that guy's a scam.
He's
And
just. Can you let him do his work? Is it our business?
but if we show that the guy's still out there, you don't have to pay the money.
We're gonna find him. If he finds him, if we find him, then he's found. Then we're fine.
Yeah, but who's gonna believe us if everyone believes this guy?
Probably because we'll have a lantern man.
Yeah.
Eh,
So
I don't know.
it's
I
okay.
feel this guy's a schemer. He's whatever.
I mean, you know,
Right.
I feel that too, but we can't just fucking make a scene about it.
I don't see why not.
Please, there's time enough for autographs for everybody. Calm down.
Look at this guy. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, you can just hate him from afar. That's how lying low works. You know, I've been doing it for a while.
What? We need to get famous too. Then we can have that establishment and make a bunch of money.
We don't need to be
That's all right.
famous ourselves. The establishment can be famous itself without people knowing
But if we're
who
famous,
run the place.
It'll make the establishment famous.
I mean, let's get
You
the
gotta think
establishment
long
first,
term.
and then make it famous.
Come on.
Well, we're not gonna make a scene
Fine.
here.
Whatever.
Okay? Not here.
I'll lay low for a while. But when we find this lantern man, I'm going after this guy. And I point to him.
Okay.
I understand. And we could take it straight. No, I actually recommend probably taking it straight to the watch, and not even to that guy. Don't take him to that guy.
Oh no, I was gonna. That's not what I meant. But anyway,
Anyway, yeah,
Whatever.
let's get the fuck out of here. No fame.
I meant that
Thank the
you know,
gods.
I would. Wait, am I lagging? Oh,
No.
I'm lagging.
Maybe. And I don't know. Possibly.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. You're fine.
You're good. Continue.
Whatever. Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Let's
Fine.
just go meet back up with Ezo and Jim.
Sure, why not? Do we know where they are at?
Yeah, we were.
You guys have a
Yeah, we were
establishment.
gonna
Yeah, we're meeting at this corner.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys reunite
And it
at
feels so
said
good.
corner.
And we got the kids with us, right?
Yeah, now you have the fucking urchins with.
You got to get him back to Dock Ward safely.
Squidly or Jenks is just like, we don't have to dock word. Just, any old where we can get back, okay?
Well,
With Durnan on shift, you'll be safer to stay with us.
Squidly's just like, I don't mind. And he sort of scoots over to Verity. Don't mind at all.
I catch out of the gnat, and I just go, gnat.
She lifts up a hand and just sort of wiggles her fingers and sort of eye kind of motion.
I keep staring at her, and then I turn away.
hey, if you guys, if you kids, you have my coin purse, I'd like it back. You can keep the coins, but you're gonna hurt yourself with my coin purse.
I have it here.
Okay, thanks, Izo.
Oh, do you have mine as well? It's an heirloom.
I toss it to you.
Thank you.
Putting everything in my bag
yeah.
of holding.
Okay.
Bitches ain't touching shit.
I'll take mine.
Keep that thing on.
Never
Yeah.
again. Okay. Let's see. It's 11:07. I think this is a good place to wrap with you guys reunited. Izo's still got another delivery. You may at some point stop by and look at properties. Although it sounds like you guys are leaning hard into Masters of the Bruniverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we
maybe-
have enough to pay it off entirely,
Mhm.
very soon, as opposed to having some debt hanging over us with the other one, or wasting value with the first one. So
Yeah, I know.
Thanks,
I mean, that having debt hanging over you would suck. Ain't that right, Verity?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
it
You may
does.
end up signing up for the Owlbear Grand Prix. God only knows what you guys.
Fuck.
I thought there was something we could do with that.
What did I get myself into?
Okay, so we got done half the things I had planned for tonight. Okay, that's good. That's good.
A lot of breakfast.
Truth be told, I figured as much. It's,
A lot of shenanigans with the balcony too.
I know. I love that. I love it so much.
Fucking walk out.
Fuck you.
Goddamn, bro, get the hell out of here!
Yeah,
I fucking knew Jim Heim would go out the balcony. I did not know. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
Honestly, I thought I was still in the dream state. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
it was Gemheim.
It's
and then
I get it. It's still better. It's better that way though.
I was like, oh,
Is Jim Heim just stuck on a balcony somewhere?
Yeah, that was so good.
Hilarious.
Fuck it. Accurate.
Well, it's cool getting into all that different.
Uh-huh.
There's so much going on in this.
there's a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I apologize.
You haven't got
but
to
not
meet.
really.
No.
It's nice having a
Don't apologize. It's great.
this kind of setting with the huge city makes
Yeah,
us where
that's
there
how
be
it's
a
gonna be.
lot of irons. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just love our fucking characters. They're all super different, and I think that's what makes it so much fun. We
Yeah.
got King over here as basically the fucking JoJo fucking character.
It's so
Great.
It's kind of a combination of them all.
Yeah.
All of our
Just
characters
over the
are just
top.
so
Just-
crazy. Just
Oh,
so
it's a lot
different.
of fun.
Why all of his cat letters like Dio?
Oh, what's that last part?
Yeah, you cut
You're
out.
cutting out.
Oh, why do you think all the letters in King's name are capitalized like Dio?
Yup.
So silly, dude. It's just great because we have such weird chemistry because our characters are all so weird and different.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
though I'm supposed to be chaotic, I'm seeming to be the most lawful at this point. But that's because I'm smart and I don't want to fucking get in trouble. Playing it.
Oz just does not respect the law at all, and you're completely following it. And
It's not that
Like,
I
I-
respect it. It's that I know I have to.
I
not
was expecting
get
to be a
fucked.
lot more kind of menacing, or just kind of evil feeling with King, but really I just end up just causing problems, not problems, but I like making funny situations happen with him.
Yeah, you're like a chaotic neutral, basically.
Well,
Yeah,
he's just
like-
like completely like selfishly motivated.
Yes, exactly. which is leaning more towards like a chaotic neutral kind of feeling rather than the lawful evil I'd kind of like envisioned.
Yeah.
But
He's
just
comedically evil.
yes, aggressively self.
I think it's funny having a day job.
I apologize, Charlie, for like you kind of got sidelined for a large section there. And
Yeah.
No, that's
apologize.
okay.
Well, and I
I'm
think
fine.
that's like the nature of the beginning here. We all have
Yeah,
like
true.
our different lives, and then slowly like we're gonna have similar, and we'll kind of come together.
Yeah, once you are part of the business, I guess, like we actually get some establishment going, you'll probably quit your day job because we'll be making money through that. Maybe.
Yeah, and get the fight going. We'll just be too busy like going on adventures and shit to like.
Actually do the day job.
So I've never seen someone like do their 9 to 5 in a D&D.
Don't worry. Once you win that
it's been
grand,
a
he will be set.
It's been fucking riveting. You guys have like dealt with a public attorney, 9 to 5 job, action packed.
That's our job, public attorney.
Some guards
Argued
beat up
with-
some
did our
poor
laundry.
people.
Yeah.
We argued with the hotel staff while day drinking.
Morning
It's
drinking.
not at all. Complete package.
Nemesis.
This is what you expected, right? Like, you
Yes, of
planned
course.
for this.
I do kind of love that we're gonna really maximizing on the wildly different setting compared to our other game, where the other game is much more gonna like adventure-y traveling, whereas this is just what can we do in a city? Let's do a city.
Yeah.
Let's get some
Let's have-
mimosa.
How the fuck do we not just immediately go to prison in a city?
Dude, honestly, like we've already like, we're done some questionable shit already. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Just do
if
it
people
like
ever
a
found
friend.
out like what you guys did, literally session 1, where you were shooting people in half, like you guys would be in so much prison right now. So much prison.
So I'm curious: is Vivi going to actually not carry weapons around, or is she just gonna hide it?
Well,
He
I
only gave the
assume-
crossbow up.
Yeah, I assume they took my crossbow.
Yeah, they took your crossbow,
Yeah.
but
I
that
doubt
was the only
anyone-
like visible weapon that you had on you. Because
Yeah.
Jawbones like collapses into what looks kind of like a musical instrument. So
Yes, yep,
Yeah.
like a guitar.
yeah.
We are primo there.
That's kind of cool. Can it actually play music?
Yes,
Oh.
I
Cool.
do play the guitar and various other
Oh.
instruments. It's
Oh
curse.
man, we should get a band going.
I was so close to
Dude, let's
trying
start
to
a
be your
band!
attorney.
Oh, think of the possibilities. That sounds like so much fun.
Josh,
What
when
would
do we
Izo
schedule that fight?
Would Izo be
That
the
would
drummer?
be not this day, but the day after.
So the 12th.
Yeah.
Maybe the bass player.
At this rate, in 5 sessions.
So if it's the
Seriously.
12th and the qualifying race of Grand Prix is 18th, that's enough time where we can maybe find a sponsor at the fight.
True. Now the qualifying race doesn't require a sponsor per se. There's an entry fee. But you'll definitely need a sponsor if you actually qualify. That would be the time to.
But how do we
where you're
qualify
really
if we
gonna
don't have a sponsor with a bugbear?
Can
So
Jim Hunt
what-
sing?
That is an interesting
I
question, which
assume
you can
Jem
answer if you
Hine
go there.
Now I'm curious, like
Is the singer.
Redknuckle, he runs fights. Does he run some more exotic fights? Like, does he have any
Cockfights?
He
Co-
runs
bug-
a lot
like-
of fights.
owlbear
He has a
fights?
free screen working for him.
Does
I
he
bet
have a cock-
Redknuckle probably has access to an owlbear. We just gotta get him to bet on us.
Who's dick?
We gotta find this dick and kill it to get rid of this law.
E dick.
Key dick.
Who does dick?
We'll find this dick.
Laid low for 1 year, but after the course of 2 days, I'm gonna get fucking
Days.
found. Fuck.
You're even inching your way slowly closer to home.
Uh, I don't want to go in there.
I've never had characters like sweat so much over number one, something that is not life, and number two is like going into the lap of luxury.
I think we've all had kind of like sweating moments as characters so far. Because Oz had his, cousin, which is definitely more like a sweating moment. I mean, Gemheim just had one today.
What's the matter, Oz? Ozzy?
I physically felt the tension with the scene with the guard with Dernan.
Yeah.
Wonder what's going on over there. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, King's about to start getting worried about Shinza if she doesn't turn up soon, so it'll be that.
Cool, we're all sweating.
I'm riding a fine line between like Gemheim doesn't want to. I'm not willing to give up that Gemheim identity, but he's gonna be having to deal with some shit because of that.
Yeah.
So you're Julian persona with a mullet. Do you watch Trailer Park Boys?
Oh my god, yes.
I didn't even think about that.
Please start walking around everywhere with a rum and coke in your hand.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just always have a rum and coke on you at all times, please.
What to grab, Julian?
Oh man, that's
So,
great.
did anyone check out a Dungeon the Mad Mage that came out like a week ago?
Yeah, I picked up a copy.
Looks interesting. Looks a lot more like episodic than I thought it was going to be. Like it looks kind of similar to like the Yawning Portal book, except much smaller.
It kind of
smaller,
is.
but like
yeah.
Like instead of 6, big dungeons, it's like what, like 17 one-floor mini dungeons essentially.
I wouldn't necessarily call them mini dungeons. I mean, these are sizable floors in and of themselves, and it's more like it's like 23. It's an awful lot. And yeah, it's episodic in that there's not a whole lot of stuff that flows between the floors. There is some elements that do sort of feed into each other, but not a whole lot. And yeah, it's very kind of episodic. It's definitely the sort of thing for if you really love dungeon crawls.
Yeah,
I got a dungeon crawl for you.
Like that's why I think it's such a weird well, I guess it kind of makes sense to be a companion piece to Dragon Heist in that covering all their bases, but for being intended for Dragon Heist characters to go into the Mad Mage dungeon, that seems kind of weird because I don't see like our group doing a giant Mad Mage dungeon crawl. Like I don't see that being any of our motivations.
Unless our stories somehow lead into it.
Well, there's stuff that's down
also
there
treasure
that are affecting the things that are up here, and so we eventually would learn that through story. Like I assume.
I'm like, this is not Dragon Heist. This is Shadows over Waterdeep, so I can't speak to that. What I can speak to is, as far as I know, the two are actually pretty fucking like separate. There is not a whole lot of stuff from Mad Mage that is influencing Dragon Heist, and there is in Dragon Heist they'd say, hey, when you pick up Mad Mage, keep in mind the this, but there's nothing like prescribed for it.
Okay, that's good because with how social of a setup, like especially our variant here with your Shadows variant, like I do not see this group doing a dungeon crawl down on the mountain. Yeah, it's like there is a kind of a disconnect there.
Yeah, they're very different themes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I've made my opinions of Dragon Heist mostly known, but
honestly, what you could do is you could totally change it. I mean, you could take elements from the second book, and you could mix them with elements of the first book. So, I mean, like I was saying before, you could have organizations who are working through
you totally can. You totally can, and I might have, but there is a reason I picked up the book. But that being said, like, as written, it's not like they're very distinct things. I mean, and there's honestly there's a lot of like weird stuff for a WotC adventure, like a lot of
as written.
There's a lot of elements in the stories that strike me as really fucking stupid for a WotC adventure. I can give you an example because we've gotten past it. Like the very first encounter of the adventure is you're in the yawning portal. A troll comes up with like sturges attached to it, and as written, the idea is Durnan pulls out a greatsword and yells for you guys to attack the sturges. He'll handle the troll, and that is like very like it makes sense to some degree.
Wait,
but at
what
the
does
same time,
Durnan do?
He attacks the troll.
He attacks the troll, not your Durnan, the
Oh.
shop owner Durnan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we have a problem here. But anyway, and like so, like you essentially become like side characters and spectators in your own opening fight, and that's weird.
That's funky.
That's weird. And like that, I've seen that happen, but I mean,
Yeah, it's happened. I've seen that in
I
plenty
think
of
that's
places.
fine.
It's just I don't think it's the best way to. I mean,
it's not. It's kind of amateur hour.
yeah.
No, but it
in
could be
like
like
for-
no, well, I think it'd be good for like new players because for new players it's like, oh, that's the adventure we could be.
I think that's sort of what Dragon Heist ended up being, is a product highly intended for new players and maybe even new dungeon masters, because there's a lot of stuff in there that is it's just like the way it's written and the way it's explained definitely seems to be intended for newer players. There's a lot of like mysteries that aren't really mysteries. They are just like, here's point A, here's point B. The mystery is, well, we don't know what happens at point B. There's no figuring anything out per se. It's just, we don't know everything until we get to point B or C. So it's not really a mystery. It's just, just a
Getting
They
thing.
need like
somewhere.
a mystery novelist to write write the game or something.
I mean, there are lots of published adventures that include a heavy mystery element to them, and I may have found all of them, and I may have sorted out the best ones.
You may have included that in the game.
That being said, I mean, like that style is fine. It's just not a mystery. Like, it's not the things that, like, a lot of reviews I read of Dragon Heist talk about the mystery and the puzzle solving and all that, and I'm thinking to myself, it's literally not a puzzle because there's literally one answer to it, and it's practically thrown in your face as to what the answer is. But like if a one-armed guy is responsible for it, there will literally be a person who tells you, I saw this one-armed guy. He had a gun and he was running away. The gun was smoking, by the way. I think he went next door. Like it's almost that blatant.
He dropped his license.
Yeah, exactly.
Here it is. Wow, look at his name. It's called the One-Armed Guy.
Yeah.
His license is covered in
Here's
blood.
his home address.
The One-Armed Guy's address. Street. Oh, that must be the street.
123 Amputee Boulevard.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying the game. So
It's been great.
that's good.
I like
Also,
I
Josh,
like
you're a
those
monster for
dreams.
making him a close companion of Saint Domain.
I
Oh,
love
what'd you
your
say?
voices.
Oh, thank you. What'd you say, Charlie?
You're a monster for making Durnan a close companion, my Durnan, of a close companion of Saint Domain.
I don't know why I'm a monster.
Because you know why you're a monster.
Maybe, probably.
I'm
Also, when your voices for ads and brews for some reason caught me so off guard. I felt like I spent that whole scene trying to like wrap my brain back around just like everything.
Did I fuck them up?
No, I thought it was great. It's just not
Oh,
at
okay.
all what I expected.
Okay.
But I thought the voices were incredible. I was just caught off guard, and it took me what felt like the whole scene to like get my feet back under me.
Okay.
But no, I thought they were great.
Okay.
Yeah, they
I
definitely
love
were
them
like
before.
very unique, but I was picturing bugbears. That definitely made me think of bugbears.
Yeah, it was
Oh
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
that voice. That voice
Yeah,
was so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I was trying to base it off of Charlie's. And like Charlie's is like basically.
Slow.
He's
It's
so
like-
slow. He's like a turtle man. It's great.
Yeah, it's like what was it? Ludo from Last was like a base for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just sort of went with that.
Yeah, your voices are fantastic. Like the fucking
Damn.
what was the guy Sorry, the guy that Vivi was talking to.
Yeah,
the fucking...
Sneerdly.
The Magister. It wasn't quite Sneerdly.
It
Wasn't
I
great Sneerdly,
almost,
but very
yeah.
close.
Yeah,
Very
It
close.
was pretty close to Sneerdly.
Yeah. He may be a Sneerdly, just not your Sneerdly.
Not the Sneerdly I'm thinking of.
Good shit. Can't wait to see my family and like see what their voices are like.
Well, I remember one of your requests for one of them. I've been working on
Yeah.
that one.
Okay, that's gonna be a good one.
God, there's so many in your family. Goblins. They're like rabbits.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
That's
make that
awesome,
much. Like,
dog.
I just want to have enough to have this many cousins, and then I'm good there.
No, I love it. I love
Fucking
the fact that Oz has this gigantic family
fucking Italian
with
family.
all the yeah, I love it. Yeah. It's and number one, it's like it's like the defining aspect of Oz. It's just he has a cousin literally. I could put a cousin on practically every other street.
Yep. He has a big family.
I love it.
Jeez.
And it makes total sense for goblins to have giant families. But
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off to bed. But
yeah,
it was a great game.
Yeah, great game, Josh.
Amen.
good.
Josh, are we playing on Saturday?
I should contact everybody. I'd like to try and like make up for the game we lost. Maybe we'll see.
Okay, if we do play, I can't play until 9.
Okay. Like, how are you feeling? The 8th.
The 8th. Let's see. Oh, I'm actually not gonna be able to play the 8th at all because I'll be at my. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's my entire extended family gets together for
Christmas
like an
and
early
shit.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First you passed me up for oysters, which I can't blame you for. I'd pass me up for oysters. Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Weekend.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
It
that was
may-
to
we
celebrate
may-
my
we-
mom's birthday.
That's understandable. We may be entering into the winter break because I just know that it gets crazy for everybody right now. So
Right.
Yeah.
okay. So we'll chat about Curse of Straw tomorrow.
Okay.
Is our game anywhere near the holidays? Let's see.
I believe the 26th.
The 26th?
is the closest to the holidays.
Both holidays are on.
Yeah, obviously we would be taking off the 26th, the 2nd. I assume those 2 weeks are just flat out not doable for anybody.
Yeah,
the
between-
second-
I'm
I-
being
I-
for
I-
any
I-
game.
I-
Actually, I'm good for both.
What?
Me too.
You're good for the 26th? You're good for a 26th. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm good
Really?
for both.
I'm
Huh,
good for
well.
both.
Well, either way, it's not good for me, unfortunately.
Oh, I can do the
Um,
second.
You could do the 2nd.
Yes.
Well, either way, we just may take a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know Eric was talking about how like he was pretty much going to take those 2 weeks off anyway too.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that puts Poda out of the schedule, and yeah, we can just take a quick break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Don't
so
want to
when
get too familiar.
are we doing that
That's
one
fine.
shot?
We haven't narrowed it down. I think we were talking about the 19th or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't remember what Eric's saying. God.
I think we were
19th.
talking about a Wednesday. I think, and like not one of these Wednesdays.
But we're getting on the 12th, right? The next one?
Mm.
Yeah. Our game's scheduled for the 12th, and that should be absolutely fine.
Okay.
But I think it would be either the 5th or the 19th. Presumably the 19th would be the
Yeah,
one.
We haven't said anything yet, so it's probably the
Dog.
next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were talking about a Wednesday. I remember that.
Yeah.
The opposite Wednesday might not be the best for me, unfortunately.
The 19th not good for you?
Nah. Yeah, I might have to sit that one shot out or something like that. And we'll see.
I'm sure we can find a day where we're good. I mean, I'm good basically the whole, like every day.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we do it at the same time, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm good most weekdays if we keep to the same time.
Truth
Friday,
be told, same here. The problem is Eric,
Mm-hmm.
because I know Eric like has class on most days except for Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So really,
there
we
you
need
go,
to be having
Tuesday.
when Eric's in.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, we can do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Is every Tuesday doesn't work for you.
yeah,
So-
nah.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday is fucked. Maybe we could take. No, that wouldn't be fair to Sam. I was gonna say we take a
Of course
day
not.
off. For
No. Yeah.
Oh, we could include him. Get another player in there.
The problem there is I don't know if Wednesdays. Well, no, it would be a Tuesday. Yeah, that might work for Sam.
yeah, if Sam's interested.
Oh, Sam plays like what 5 DD games a week.
Fucking
Yeah, I mean,
love-
let's. Yeah, trust me, Sam would be interested. It's just Sam have time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
think we'll figure.
Yeah,
it
we
out.
can talk to Eric about that.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a conversation we had last time. Can't remember
Yeah.
what we decided.
If not, we could just tell him to rush it, hurry up, and so we could do it on the 5th.
True.
Are you good on the 5th?
Yeah.
Kyle.
Not
Nick.
really. Like every other Wednesday, I try and make it to like this certain meeting.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
What meeting?
For
Oh,
the
is that
game.
the
Yeah.
the
Yeah, game stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, well, just tell him screw off. I'm playing D&D.
Playing a different game.
That's not how this works, Ryan.
Just write a report and send that to them instead.
Better yet, why don't you get the whole meeting in on it, and we'll just
Yeah,
show
it's all
like all of
split.
us show all of us
Mhm.
log in at the same time and make Eric panic.
Oh yeah, we got live stream.
Eric, we all showed up, but guess what? We're all playing wizards.
I get them all pre-made to roll in.
Oh yeah, all wizards. It's time. It's time for
The
for
wizard
Sue
game
Matheson to make his debut.
puts on
God,
wizard
so
hat.
math- Yes.
Let's all be wizards. Fuck it.
I'm already
Oh.
a wizard.
I still
Is
got
that
my
wizard
Erasmus.
school?
Still got my Erasmus character sheet somewhere.
I would not be against playing a wizard. There are
Are
lots
we
of
all gonna
wizards.
do wizards?
I might have to.
Charlie was like gonna do a warlock, and like his idea for
Hey,
Good.
Kuno's a sorcerer, right?
Kuno's a wizard.
She's a wizard?
Yes, this isn't
We're all
Ragnarok.
doing wizards. Okay, here we go.
She's
At
a
least she can
sorcerer
discard-
only in Ragnarok.
It'd be a shame to discard Cross of Saint Pierre.
I know I like that character too.
Okay. I'll go
Maybe-
wizard.
Maybe Cross Saint Pierre is a wizard as well. Who knows?
I'll be a lizard wizard.
Oh, you could. Oh yeah,
could be a blade
Kyle, you could be
singer.
a blade singer.
Blade
Yeah.
Singer wizard.
Oh yeah. Cross of Saint Pierre. Are you ready for a outfit
Oh.
French
Oh.
accent?
I can give you some cool ass recommendations if you do that, because I've been looking at blade singer melee based warlock wizardy guys recently. So
Ooh.
So what would everybody do for their subclass?
Hmm.
If I did wizard, I would
I'm
be
lore
Blade
wizard.
So I could do the
What kind of wizards are
the
there?
whole.
I'm
There's
necromancer.
there's one for every school
Okay, you gonna
magic.
do necro?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do. What do we
Yeah, Sue
got?
Matheson is your friendly neighborhood necromancer and banker.
Oh god.
Someone should do a divination. One divination's a cool wizard school.
I was thinking that. Unless
You get the
You wanna
pre-roll
do that.
stuff. You just get a pre-roll stuff and just go. You get the rolls of that.
I know how that works. Yeah, it's cool.
What would I be?
But anywho, I'm gonna hop off. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, peace,
Good night,
Kyle.
Let's push for level 6 instead, so we can get our wizard stuff.
I agree.
That'd be pretty good.
Another level 6.
Level 6. Level 6.
Eric, we see your game. We want to raise it to level 6. By the way, we're all wizards.
Are there any cool wizards that come out from some of the new books?
Not really, because like wizards have so many in the player's handbook. They haven't done a whole lot. There's the Blade Singer, which is melee based, and Xanathar's Guide has the Battle Mage, which actually has a kind of cool ability where they can, if they do dispel magic or counterspell, they absorb like some of that power.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ooh.
So there's that.
Isn't there like a Unearth Arcana like Tinker one?
Yeah, it's not very good
Oh,
though.
yeah,
And
I'm
not-
pretty
Yeah.
much the Artificer is yeah.
I heard it's
Yeah.
broken, isn't it?
The lore one is broken as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that. Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
You're the broken one.
I'm the broken one.
Wait, where'd you pick lore? When? On what character? Kuno?
Kuno has always been a lore wizard.
Really?
Yeah, not in your game when you
Oh.
were doing it.
Oh, I could do conjuration. That makes sense. Yeah, I could still do Mortimer even. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. you're doing
Some of
Mortimer.
the monsters. Some of the monsters they super into.
What's transmutation? Is that any cool?
Yeah, transmutation is kind of cool. They got the ability to turn materials from like they can turn like glass to wood and stuff like that.
The fuck is the point of that?
Like oh well, I mean, I've seen my players turn a stone floor into glass, causing the heavy creature that was standing on it to fall through.
Oh, fuck.
Turn
What is
wall.
enchantment?
Actually, turning things to glass helps a lot because then you can see through them.
And or
And
break
break
it
it.
really easily.
What's
Yeah.
enchantment? That's like basically charming people.
Yep.
Ooh, I could be a sexy wizard.
A sexy wizard.
Like that's your business card, sexy wizard.
Yeah.
Chet, awesome laser, sexy wizard.
Hypno gaze. Ooh, I could be a drug wizard.
What if you do Ryan, but now you're a wizard?
No,
Drunken wizard.
Drunk wizard.
the drunk wizard.
You could do illusion.
There's also evocation.
Oh yeah. You could always just be a
Yeah, that's
blaster.
the most boring one.
Oh, you could do abjuration where you have a magic shield
Yeah,
that
that's
absorbs
what,
some damage.
I
that's
thought
what we
that's what
did
Kuno
before.
was.
Yeah, that's what we did for your game, Ryan. But then when I made her into a
Mm.
one-shot character, I decided, oh, Laura sounds way fucking cooler than this shit. Well, that's because you also like buffed up me
Abjuration.
for
Yeah,
abjuration, so that
I-
I was the actual healer. So you
Yeah,
gave me
basically, I made
extra
her like a
shit.
healing wizard, like a bubble wizard.
Yeah,
I just increased her shit and made it better.
Cool.
yeah, because we didn't have a fucking healer.
Yeah. It was really fun.
Yeah, for like
We had that in our curse in my IRL Curse of Strahd game. They had no killer. They died a lot. They're still dying.
Yeah, maybe one of us should be an abjuration wizard, just so we have something
defensive.
defensive.
I'm still not convinced that this game, that Shadows is going to turn into a Curse of Strahd game.
It's not going to turn into a Curse of Strahd game.
I don't believe you.
I'll believe
At
you.
worst, it would turn into Out of the Abyss. At worst,
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
believe you when the
like,
campaign
you guys
is
make
over.
me super mad.
Now see this hole over here,
No,
guys?
apparently.
Just go right into that
Oh
hole.
yeah. Wait, I think I've already mentioned that before. I was gonna say like apparently Curse of Strahd's one of the better campaigns to actually.
Well,
run.
yeah, I mean, it has the advantage of being a remake of an old adventure, and that old adventure is regarded as a classic. Like original Ravenloft is considered one of the is probably
It's-
the best original D&D adventure.
It seems like there's a lot of good story in it. Like
There
That
is
is why.
Ravenloft itself was revolutionary for gaming because of the way it was the very first adventure that introduced the concept of a monster that had class features. Up until then, the idea that a monster had the same abilities as a player character had not ever been conceived of or implemented. And that was the first time. It was also like super condensed. It was super thematic, and it had like at its core, it has a very simple but very timeless and very classic story to it. And once you expand on that and you sort of flush out the area around it, you can come up with all sorts of cool stuff. And it come in like I've done a lot of like deep thinking about Curse of Strahd and what type of adventure it actually is. And in a lot of ways, it's a character study for the player characters because of the way it's designed is your characters who are living your life, you have your own goals and adventures, and then you are plopped into this other scenario. So the challenge it poses to you is you need to make a character that has a cool backstory, has goals and motivations, and yet be comfortable with the fact that you are not going to explore a lot of that. But so if your character wants to kill that dragon, you're probably not going to kill that dragon in Curse. But what you can do is you can explore the ramifications of why you want to kill the dragon if you're not going to kill the dragon, like how how your character internalizes that, and just like the struggles that the adventure puts on you. Like it really is about making a character and then breaking them apart, reassembling them, and figuring out like who this person at their core is. And that's it's very challenging to make a character for that, but it's extremely cool when
Yeah,
it
'cause
finally
they're
pays off.
Basically gonna get thrown out of all of their goals and story and family. Right
Exactly.
Off the bat.
Dude,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah,
to
now
this-
some of it can cross over, but you can't do much of it.
Hmm.
So
What happened to that D&D book like directory? Like they completely got rid of it. It's called the Trove now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got
What
rid
happened?
of it. And probably somebody
Someone
found out about it.
fucking bought it.
I
don't know.
So
oh, that's
wait,
right. Somebody bought it.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
wait. So you can't even find D&D books anymore? Are you losing a lung? What's going on over there, dude?
No, I'm just coughing. Sorry.
Yeah, but you've been
I am
coughing
losing
for
a
like weeks.
I know. Well, it's again. This is I've been. This happens every year.
Oh, because of the allergies.
Yeah. Truth be told, it's gotten a lot better. So there's that.
Mm.
I've also been
Wait,
talking
here it
for
is,
like
baby.
4. I've also been talking for almost 4 hours straight. So that doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Trove has like all the D&D books.
Oh, where are
After
they?
on the Trove, it's like it should be right there. You wanna take a look?
Right there.
Oh, is this it? Oh, here we go. Found it.